Hello and welcome back to Yakuza 0. Surprise stream! It's almost 7:30 p.m., which is definitely not my usual hours. But, I've had a strange day. Anyway, we last left off, we did the Cabaret Club grind. Hooray! Today, we're gonna do the Cabaret Club grind. Yay! I know, I'm trying to sound as enthusiastic as possible. Ajima-san, do you want to run the club? Yeah, so last time we finished the third club. I forget what they were called. I am suddenly lacking brain at the moment. Club status. Oh yeah, so we beat Club Mercury. So we did Mars, we did Jupiter, then we did Mercury, and now we're moving on to Club Venus. So the fourth out of the 5. So, gradually, bit by bit, we're getting through all this stuff, and then eventually we will be done. Hooray! But, we gotta get there first. So, to start off with, first thing we're gonna do is, so when we finished last time, we finished the battle against Jupiter or Mercury. I already forgot who it was. I am. Hey there, Cabaret King. Which hostess are we hunting tonight? We're doing Venus. Venus is the one we're after, and anyway, so we beat the third one, and then we bought a bunch of property, and we got a bunch of fans because we bought property, and we unlocked the first of the story things because we got enough fans by getting sponsorships through all the property that we got. Anyway, we're gonna go check them out and see what their deal is. So yeah, our goal tonight is to defeat Club Venus. Ha 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 ha. Somebody is trying to do psychotic laughter, and oh, it's this guy. Hello, guy. And who are you supposed to be?
Huh?
What? Me? It's me! Yeah, that's really helpful.
Eh?
No, I do not. I see faces all the time, and I don't know who Omar Ishikawa is, but let's just go with that answer.
Huh?
Yes, I am.
Eh?
Kanihara. Okay, not Ishikawa. Yep. Is that clear? Okay, so he's...
What?
Yeah, to be fair, you're kind of forgettable. Yes, I have a poor primitive brain. I've beaten, 3 of your colleagues and all that, but I have poor primitive brain. Really?
Huh?
Yeah, it's the intern lady that we picked up who, yeah, I knew she was suspicious. Oh, that sounds a little sus, but okay. Oh, she was doing corporate espionage. Nice. And who exactly hired this person again? Because it definitely wasn't me. It was this idiot. Holy moly, is that a Yakuza? Yeah. But you thought, what? Yeah, we should probably fire this guy, honestly, because, you know, that was pretty obvious. Like, who was this person that we were suddenly, like, handing, you know, sensitive business information to? But, you know, it's not like, you know, what is this guy gonna do? Is he gonna blackmail people or some nonsense? Okay, so they're gonna have like steamy adventures or something. I mean, good for them, I guess. But oh, right. Majima motions to the hostesses. Ladies, take him out back. Yeah, we could probably make that happen.
Good.
Yeah, this guy's boring. Hello, Yuki. She is definitely not seedy.
Yeah. Huh?
Uh-oh. Right.
Huh?
I think he just got dumped. Dun dun! That piano chord or whatever that noise was. Okay, well, this guy's a creep. I mean, we kind of knew that already, but... Oh, hello. Chica. Yep, our future new recruit. Yeah, and to think he needed to have a spy. We already have spies in here. And we don't need to do underhanded stuff to make it happen. We just get it, you know, because people are observant. Hurrah for that. Oh, don't worry. If this guy throws you out, which I'm sure he will, you can always come here. You know, because we have a way of bulldozing all the competition through the power of grind and, you know, mini-game entertainment and whatnot. Seriously, we probably should have just taken him out back and, you know, roughed him up. Yeah, no kidding.
あ
More twisted than a pretzel. Well, we didn't even need to leave our little club to do our, to the next story bit, yo. Hello! Do we want to run the club? Yes, I guess so. Let's get this going, because, you know, it's not gonna get any, what's the line? You know? I don't remember what the line is. You know? Okay, so where were we with the special training? Oh, we were about to do... This is the new person we just picked up. So I guess we should... Yeah, so she's at number 4, so... Hooray for more training! We're doing more training. Lots and lots of training. Majima. Yeah, the last thing we did was get our ass handed to us at pool. Again. Or, I did. I mean, not you guys, but today's your cousin's birthday. Went to a seafood restaurant and chocolate cake. Nice! Very nice. I especially am interested in that chocolate cake. Yeah, ha 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 ha. That probably doesn't surprise you in the slightest. So what was the deal with this person again? I forgot. I'm sure I'll
高校卒
remember
業してか
soon.
らだから、大阪で一人暮らし始めてからもう5年くらいになるのかな。やっぱりお金の面が大きいですね。都会の方がより多くお金が稼げるって聞いて。
Oh.
Still have some left over. Probably eat the rest tomorrow after dinner. Sounds good.
家族への仕送りと
She's saving up to conquer the world. Mwahahahahaha.
うちものすごく貧乏なんですよ。両親の稼ぎだけだと弟たちの学費どころか家族の生活費もままならなくて、それで。
So what was the...
なるほどな。
あ、覚えててくれたんですか？そうなんです。うち家族が多いからいろいろ物入りで。
Yeah, that's the issue with the modern age is, you know,
弟たちは
in the past, when everybody lived on, you know, farmlands, you'd have tons of kids because then you could pull the kids to, you know, help pick crops and stuff. Whereas, you know, in the modern age, when you're in, you know, little ass house in the middle of a fucking suburb or a city, you know, a kid is just, you know, more expenses, and expenses are rough enough already, which is why nobody has them anymore. Or fewer people, a lot fewer. Personally, I'm not a fan of seafood. Yeah, neither am I.
真島さん、ありがとうございます。そんな風に言ってもらえたこと今までなかったから嬉しいな。
Needs to be some kind of balancing to accept. Man, Yakuza 0 is such a nice game to play at night. The vibes are great in the cabaret sections. Yeah, cabaret is all we're doing today, so, because we got a lot of it. We've been plugging away at it bit by
私が
bit.
好きでやってることですから。
So,
へこたれてなんていられないですよ。それにたまに友達と遊んだりしてちゃんと息抜きはしてるんで大丈夫ですよ。
she has friends.
そうか。
はい。
Hey, Crazy Majima,
Lucy,
another weeknight
does she
stream
have tonight
indeed.
pizza?
I mean, gotta chew
Majima-san,
through all this cabaret
具体的に
stuff so we
何
can
してくれます？
finally, you know, wrap up the main story or, you know, actually do the main story because, you know, we've been doing side content for so long that, you know, so, you know, gotta chew through it. So here we are.
おかしい。
You caught us fairly
Well,
early at the
気持ちだけでも
start, so
十
we've
分
been
ですよ。
going. I started
真島さん、
almost
ありがとう。
15 minutes ago, so.
そうや。
Oh, Maxwell Sen. What dream does this person
将来
have?
ナースになりたいんですよ。
Oh, neat.
ほう
I knew somebody once that was a nurse. She ended up quitting during
ナース
COVID
になる
though,
ための学校に入って勉強し
because
て国家試験に受かるのが一般的ですね。
difficult to deal with.
なるほどな
So, and it just got to be too much. So,
そうなんです。卒業する
or
までの
maybe they were
3
too
年間
much
で
because, you know,
学費が400万ぐらいかか
that
るんです
person
よ。
ended up turning into kind of a bastard, but you know, that's another story that I don't feel like telling. So, moving on. I see, well, I can't stay for long since I work tomorrow. Fair enough. Yeah, that's why I was doing this as a, like a, you know, I figured that, you know, if we're just going to be grinding away for yet another stream, I figured it'd be totally safe to do it on a weeknight because, you know, it's not like people are going to be missing like core plot details or anything like that. So I figured it would be okay.
そっか。学校に通うようになったら、私がこの店でお仕事できる時間もなくなっちゃうんですよね。
ああ
真島さん、お店のことよりも私の夢のことを考えてくれるんだ。
Hello, Yurie and Shadowers. Everyone's having a good day, and I hope it gets better. Hello, Quartz. Welcome.
真島さん、ありがとう。私、この店にいる間は精一杯頑張るから。
It's nice to see people creeping in, even though I gave basically no warning that I was going to be starting this, or that I was going to be doing anything today at all. Fair enough. I have to ask, though, what'll come after this game? After this game, I gotta do something that's like, you
私の通
know,
りです。
I gotta do something that I'm like totally into, like 100% into, and can just like do crazy, you know, be like, get more myself, you know? Because, you know, less like slog of, you know, of side quests, and something that's just gonna be, you know, a burst of fun, essentially.
そう考えるとなんだか焦っちゃって。
My first instinct was to
問
poke
題文読んでも
RimWorld,
全然
but
頭に入ってこないんですよ。
last stream you said you might have to do something like this sometime this week. Yeah, exactly. And here we are, so... Yeah, I was thinking, like, maybe it could do... Like, if I can do more of this, like, Cabaret Club stuff during the week, then maybe by the... when, this weekend we can actually get back to the main plot and do, like, you know...
よければ今度勉強の仕方じっくり教えてもらえませんか？
get things to actually like happen in the game that you know, because you know we started off playing this game, it was fairly strong, but as you know time has gone on, it's started to feel increasingly like a slog, and so I'm hoping that we can, you know, finish the game on a high note, basically, after, you know, wrapping up all the stuff that we've been doing. So alright, this practice session is done. Hooray! I'm just blasting through this because we've seen that completion dialogue many times for many different characters now. Okay, so... open for business. We're going after Club Venus. This is our first. Then imagine the next chapter leads to more real estate and cabaret. No, it doesn't. It doesn't. Once the real estate stuff is functionally done, you know, the only interaction we're going to have with the real estate stuff from now on is just to collect money, really. And even then, with how much we farmed Mr. Shakedown with Kiryu, we don't even really need to do that. Whereas with Majima, you know, once we finish this and once we, like, get his skills unlocked, then pretty much it's just going to be pure main story content for the rest of it. You know, no more, you know, side questy shenanigans. Okay, here we are. This is our first run of this today, so... I've kind of a light headache. I had a very weird... Oh, already? That's ice.
アイス交換いたします。
I had a very weird day today where, yeah, Cabaret is done and done for real. It's a whole side game with a clear end. It is indeed. Once we finish it, then, you know.
Ooh.
Oh wait, that's Yuki. He wants Yuki specifically, but this person already has Yuki, so swap.
べっぴんさんやな。
There we go.
ようこそサンシャイン
Kawaii
へ。
やないか。
We started running into that before, where they started asking for very specific
かわいいな。
people,
今日は
employees. So
メ
you
ニュ
know,
ー
when the super, I mean, he's mega rich, so you know,
にいらっしゃいませ。
if we can get him exactly what he's after, then hurrah for that. And then, you know, he can just leave us alone afterwards.
盛り上がってきたわ。
Yeah, we don't have too much more of the like side questy content to deal with. I mean, there's always gonna be a
ゲスト
lot.
グラス。
助かりました。
I mean, if I really wanted to go like crazy psycho 100% completioning, I could. Oh, uh-oh.
盛り上がってきたわ。
We have to switch again for that person because they want this person.
美人じゃないか。
いらっしゃいませ。
お
どうぞ。
Alright, that takes
ご
care
延長
of
はいかがで
that.
しょう。延長や。
Oh,
ご延長あり
nice.
がとうございます。
We're getting lots of money. Lots and lots. Anyway, with that, my day is done. I have to go to bed now. Good night. Okie dokie. Thank you for popping
ご
in.
延長はいかがでしょう。
延長お願い。
ご延長ありがとうございます。
Alright,
ビーバー
fired
す
up.
げえ。
We're rolling in the money. Lots and lots of
ほんま
money.
ありがとう。ありがとうありがとう。ありがとうございます。
盛り上がるね。
ありがとうございます。
ありがとうございます。
Alright. This is going well so far.
楽しいよ。
I don't know if cabaret sounds are optimal to accompany my Tsukihime
あり
reading.
がとうございます。
You're reading Tsukihime? The I'm assuming it's the remake.
可愛いな。
最高
Um
だよ。
いらっしゃいませ。
which part are you at, if I may ask?
かわいい。
It's been a while since I looked at the Tsukihime remake, so I may not remember the exact part that you would be at, but you know.
よろしくお願いし
か
ます。
わいいじゃないか。
ありがとうございます。ありがとうございます。
ありがとうございました。
Excellent.
ようこそサンシャイン。どうぞこちらへ。
ありがとうござい
Here's
ます。
another person.
ありがとうございます。
Send him in.
ゆっくりどうぞ。
I'm
ありがとうございました。
holy crap.
お願いします。お願いしま
ありがとうございました。
I hope those people will come back. I recognize a couple names, thankfully, but
ご延長はいかがでしょう。
yeah, let's give him a gift so he leaves super happy. Yeah, wow, thank you so much.
す。お願いします。めっちゃ嬉しい。
You know, you basically just tripled the number of members that I have because I only started channel memberships like 2 days ago. Thank you so
あり
much.
がとうな。
ようこそサンシャイン。
楽しく
どうぞ
行こう
こちらへ。
よ。
I'll make sure I give that a oh, it won't let me give it like a heart or something, but I tried. I was at least looking to do it, so
サンシャ
thank
イ
you
ン
so
ようこ
タイ
much.
プだよ君。かわいい。
そ。お願いします。
Okay. That's guest glass.
ゲストグラス
頼りにしてます。
失礼し
On the
ます。
Tsukihime question, I have just met Arcweed. Oh
こち
wait,
らになります。
now is this
ようこそサンシャイン。
like meet Arcweed like talk to her, or meet Arcweed as in like the? See, I never again.
お待ちして
I
ます。
never played the original Tsukihime, so I don't know if it plays out the same way as it does in the remake, where, you know, Shiki sees Arcweed and then basically does like the creepy serial killer thing that he
いら
does.
っしゃいませ。
盛り上がるね。最高だよ。
Why so many memes? Because somebody is is amazingly generous.
お待ちしてました。
Uh-oh. Alright, let's start the fever. I can't satisfy this guy, unfortunately, but...
楽しい
ありがとう
よ。
ございます。嬉しいわ。
Hello, Tlaloc is here. Might have to kick Castoria out of animation to her outfit going everywhere. Wait,
ありがとう
what?
ございます。
Wait, why? What's wrong with Castoria's outfit? Did it? You said it's like going everywhere. Is there like an animation bug or something? Say that without context. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. Oh wow, that's a lot of money. Okay, that went. I think that's like almost double the like I think the highest we got before that was like 27, and that was 44. So the benefits of super rich people asking for the very specific hostesses that we have. Oh, Etsuko didn't do anything. Oh well. He did the kill already. Now he's oh, okay. So okay, so she's since hunted him down and's like, hey, what the hell, man? You killed me. Oh, hooray! Animation glitch. I feel so bad if I have to kick Castoria out. Yeah, don't kick Castoria out if you can't. Castoria is awesome. And if you... Hang on a second. That super awesome, generous person who gifted 20 subs may have allowed me to unlock another emote slot. And just give me a minute. The game's frozen right now because I'm tabbed out, because this game doesn't like tabbing out. Hang on a moment. They better approve this because... Here we go. Save and publish. Because if you don't, oh, it's not approved. Okay, hang on. Okay, this is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna go to my channel. I'm gonna open it in YouTube. I'm gonna go to my channel. There, okay. that was me opening YouTube. Okay, is it approved yet? Okay, there we go. P, if you are not nice to Castoria, bad things might happen. Excuse me. That emote has just been activated, and it just so happens to be Castoria holding a knife. So beware. You probably weren't expecting that, were you? It just happened to be perfectly fitting for the moment. Oh, great. This guy is coming back. Kanahara. Hang on, let me go back to okay. I would like to point out that Commander P had absolutely zero knowledge of what emotes are in the collection, or you know, that are, you know, waiting in the wings to be added to the membership. So he had absolutely no idea that, you know, there was literally a Castoria holding a knife emote that might be threatening him into, you know, not being mean to Castoria. So so that worked out quite well. Yeah, Janstoria.
Huh?
Okay, so what does this sleaze want? He's after Yuki again. Yep, he's after Yuki again. I really do think we need to throw him, you know, into the river or something. Also, he's got, you know, crazy hair. He's wearing a gold outfit. Is this guy Gilgamesh? Or does he think he's Gilgamesh? Clearly what we need to do is we need to summon Gilgamesh and, you know, skewer this guy with the Gate of Babylon. Sorry, Castoria. Should I say Bakatoria? Oh, okay, now he's going yandere. Oh, crap. Unfortunately, on account 2, I now have a Castoria because I was rolling for Astrea. See, that's paradoxical in a sense because I know that you don't like Castoria for some reason. You know, fair enough. But now you're saying that you got Castoria and that's a bad thing, but I would say that's a great thing. Hence the paradox. You think it's a bad thing, but I think it's a great thing. So no, that's not really a paradox. Paradox is two opposing, you know, things that shouldn't make sense, but courts would have to answer that. I don't remember, but this guy is so sleazy. All right, just get out of here. We don't like that guy. I don't know. Is that a paradoxes are weird and words definition. Paradox definition. Why am I looking this up? I know what paradox means. I even explained it, but yeah. No. You know, contradiction, you know, a seemingly absurd or self-contradictory statement or proposition that when investigated or explained may prove to be well-founded or true. Whatever. It doesn't matter. Let's just continue.
Hi.
Yuki is fine, yeah. We really should just throw that guy in the river.
Hi.
Hooray, Yuki has bodyguards, and many of them. Though I think Majima's the only one she would actually need, so... Paradox, self-contradictory statement in short, yeah. Mafia style, throw him in the river? Oh yeah, we'll give him the cement shoes treatment. Well, wait, that's more like, you know, that's more Italian, Sicilian mafia, not Yakuza. How do the Yakuza whack people? I don't know. I mean, we've seen, you know, they just beat the shit out of people so far, but I don't know if they have, like... I feel very ignorant now that I'm saying all this out loud. Do you think she's a little overrated? I'm a little tired to see titles of people saying she's the only servant that really matters. That kind of sounds like a, that almost sounds like a popularity backlash. You know, like when you hear that somebody is like really cool and popular and like some people like get turned off by that. It's almost what that sounds like to me. But fair enough, you know? It's not required by law to like everything that everyone else likes. Oh, that person's taking a trip. Or day off. Which is totally fine, because then we could sub them out for the new person. This person, Hibiki. Who needs a lot of levels to get up there. I prefer Tenochtitlan over Castoria. Well, we know that because, you know, You're all about Tenochtitlan and Bavanshi. Oh, it's Saki's final question or training thing.
それじゃあ
All right.
はい
Plus, she's B tier. Is not. I have an F with Oberon. Yeah.
どうや
はいたくさん
We
働
just
ける
agree to
し
disagree.
女の子
I
たち
really
に
like
いいことばか
Castori
り
and
です
Oberon, and
おおむね
you
良
not
好
quite
です
so much. So, fair
だから
enough.
ん
居心地が良すぎていつかここを辞める時が来るって考えるとちょっと寂しいですねあ、ひどい私だって感傷的になることあるんですからえうん
I'm doing husband. It would be boring otherwise. Yeah, if everyone was just uniformly the same, it would be kind of
ずるい
boring.
な
え
真島さんはずるいです
What?
うん
He's a weasel.
教えてあげない
He's a troublemaker. I mean, we already knew that he was a troublemaker, but,
どうや
I mean, he beats the shit out of people with a bat, so...
はいおかげさまでコツコツですけどいい感じに溜まっていってますよ
そうか
そちらもおおむね良好です両親の仕事がこの景気で軌道に乗ったみたいで仕送り額減らしても大丈夫だよって
Oh, neat. Yeah.
それは痛いところを疲れちゃいました最近勉強に身が入ってなかったから気合い入れ直さないとな
Yeah, it is all too easy to, to just, let everything go and just, say screw it and not do anything. Unfortunately, I know a thing or two about that. So,
ありがとう
also because
真島さ
I'm
ん
terrible about procrastination. I think I've talked about that before on stream at some point that, I've always been a procrastinator, certainly in academics, but particularly my last year of university, I got to the point where I was procrastinating on purpose. Just to see,
もちろん頼りに
if
し
I
て
could
ますよ
screw my grades up
みんなのお兄ちゃん
on
みたいな存在
writing
ですからね
essay papers because it was getting kind of annoying how I did an A on every paper. And so I wanted to see how much can I push driving myself insane that does it screw up my ability to
悪酔い
write
して暴れるお客さんの
I
対
will
応
I will
も
end up doing
真
worse. And of
島
course
さ
the
んが
answer
ちょ
was
ちょいと
no
片付けちゃうし
because I don't
前
know
の
if
店だと私の仕事だっ
it
たの
was
に
just
ずる
practice
まく
or
ない
if it
な
was just whatever. I think that one episode in The Sopranos where the gang goes to Italy was interesting, showing some of the differences between the U.S. and homeland. Yeah, and also, hello, Floop, welcome. Yeah,
Hey,
that episode
私
also kind of
腕っぷしには
highlighted
多少
that,
自信があるんで防衛
like,
の
you
人
know
たちより
how
も腕相撲強かったで
since
す
you
から
know, since you're citing a specific episode, I can talk about that specific episode.
おいおい
Is that how they always go on about their Italian heritage and their pride and
真島
their
さん
links to that original
心配してくれるん
heritage,
ですね
and then when they go to Italy
そうですよね
itself, it
顔に
feels
傷
weird
が
to
ついたら
them in a lot of
この仕事で
cases.
も売り上げ稼げなくなっちゃうし
I remember that Paulie in particular was like, he was really excited to go to Italy, and once he got there, he's like, he found that, it was like kind of off for him, to the point that he was actually kind of happy to be back once they returned from Italy from that trip. I remember that specifically. It's been years and years since I saw the show, though, so... But... They kept talking about how, that Italian identity was so important to them, but, once they were in Italy itself, it felt very different. So, the juxtaposition between, claimed ancestry and heritage and the reality of, actually we're just from the US. We just have ancestry from a place, but, we're from a very different culture. Anyway, how are you three doing? We're all doing well. Thank you for asking. We got started about 40 years ago. Ah! What? 40 years? No. 40 minutes.
真島さんって不思議な人ですよね。外見はヤクザみたいに怖いのに。
Oh my
人を引きつ
god.
ける変な
What the
力が
hell
あり
is
ます
wrong? I meant 40 minutes ago. We started the stream 40 minutes ago. Pretty terrible. No, I'm sorry to hear that.
え
I hope you'll feel better.
そうですね。
Is
真島さん
Iran's
は素敵で
landscape, the valleys in particular, mostly
もし
green, or does it tend to
お
be
兄ちゃんがいた
rocky?
らこんな感じなのかな。
That varies. Like, there's definitely greenery in Iran, but there's also, like, straight up desert and, rocky areas. It's a very, very mountainous country. So, which one are we... Oh, yeah. So, but there's definitely greenery. I'm sure I'd feel something similar if I go to El Salvador. Yeah. Do you have ancestors from El Salvador?
Eh?
Had to take someone to the hospital last night? Oh no!
じゃあ
And you couldn't fall
真島さん
asleep,
は
which is worse because
私
then I
のこ
was
とどう思って
completely
るの？
knocked out. I was not even alive 40 years ago. Yeah, I wasn't alive 40 years ago either. How are you live streaming? Yeah, YouTube was not a thing 40 years ago either. YouTube was created in, 2004, I believe? Hilariously enough, actually, few people know this. YouTube started out as a dating website. Believe it or not.
そっか。まあ
I'm not sure if anybody in chat was alive 40 years ago, if we're being perfectly honest. I might be the closest to that, but,
別にこっちの話。
Wiki says 2005. Oh, was it 2005? I said 2000. Whatever. I was a year off. Close enough. I know that I started noticing YouTube like 2006, 2007 is when I started noticing stuff on there. Hooray! We finished the training with Saki.
Hi.
So I have families from El Salvador, and my grandfather and uncle and the son is still there. Cool. I'm fine not visiting the lands of the ancestors, rather not be in that place. Starts with an I and ends with an EL. Israel? I mean, fair enough. I mean, definitely a controversial country in this day and age, but, it is what it is. Oh, we're about to get a side quest, aren't we?
Hi.
Right, because they all have side stories once we finish the training, so we're going to get pulled into a little extra bit. Good night, Gil. Wait, what? Oh, Floop, you're taking off. Okay. I hope you feel better. I'll see you later, okay? Racket outside. Dream Chaser? Uh-oh. This is when I walk outside with the baseball bat and say, "Hi, Saki, how you doing? You know, who are these two?" And just like, you know, have the baseball bat, you know, like, you know, have it in my arm, just like have it slung on my shoulder, tap it on the shoulder. If I'm trying to visualize, you know, trying to give a visual image, you know, an intimidating look, basically, you know. I'm Latino, so there's like 5 lands of the ancestors to choose from. Yeah.
Huh?
I mean, in my case, Ancestry, I don't have like the exact, I don't remember the exact stuff, but like the main one is English. And then there's German, some Irish in there. Basically, Northwestern Europe is where, you know, my distant ancestors would come from. And I mean very distant ancestors in my case, because, you know, as far as, like, you know, relatives on the U.S., in the U.S. mainland are concerned, like, they go all the way back to Jamestown, so, you know, 400 plus years. So, you know, after a certain point, it's like, you know, England's a little, I mean, what was England in 1607? It wasn't even and he pulled out a knife. You know. Related to Tenoshi clan, but also Kukulkan. What? Probably not gonna stick too long as well. I'm kind of packed this week, probably next week. Oh, okay. Well, thank you so much for popping in, and what the Okay, good, we did step in. Alright, we're gonna put the hammer to some gooners. Obnoxious man, you one-eyed fuck. And a comment was deleted. Boop. Street ruffians. Oh, some visitors. They're gonna be the audience. Western, Northwest Europe, a little Native American mixed in. Neat. Yeah, I don't have like the exact information on me. I was just going off of memory, so, and it's, you know, after a certain point, it's, you know, I am who I am. I don't really put a lot of like. Yeah. It's really, honestly, it's a little weird for me because I don't like to talk about this, really. But, let's just say there are some unfaithful spouses on one side of my family who then, like, passed it off as, you know, not being that. So, you know, finding out information about ancestry stuff, some of it has only become clear very recently.
Huh?
My whole experience with, like, you know, identity and, you know, what group I belong to has always been a clusterfuck, to the point that, you know, I've always felt like an outsider, so, and I've always felt like an outsider, so I'm kind of waiting for this to wrap up, so, before I really dig into that. Oh, no sadness. Something wrong with anyone's identity doesn't change who someone is. Yeah, it's... You can say that, and I agree with it on a fundamental level, but it was an issue early on. It really was. Because there was some I'll get to it in just a moment. It's just, you know, I want to, you know, not do it while we're, you know, doing, like, actual, like, story content right now, because, you know, there's dialogue and fun stuff going on, and I don't want to, like, you know, cause people, like, you know, not pay attention to what is being said and all that, so... Indeed, she does have an appointment. Go! And off she goes. Vroom. Hooray! We finished her side story. Okay, so I'm obviously not going to say what my actual name is, but... So my last name, without saying what it actually is, marks me as being descendant from Poland. Specifically, Jews from Poland. Because my dad's dad was descended from Jews from Poland. So there was this whole idea that, oh, well, okay, our heritage must be, you know, Polish and Jewish and all that. And then my mom's side was, you know, English and German. Except two things about that. One is that Judaism is matrilineal. So that, you know, if I would, you know, approach somebody and say, oh, I'm Jewish, you know, because, you know, my dad's dad, you know, was a Jew from Poland. You know, other Jewish people will say, actually, no, you're not. You're not Jewish at all because your mom has to be Jewish and she's not. So you don't count. So there's like, okay, well, that identity is denied to me. And then later, the other thing was I later found out that actually, my dad's dad, my grandpa, wasn't actually my grandpa at all. No, wasn't my grandparent at all because my grandmother cheated on him and had a kid with somebody else who was actually from Denmark. And we didn't find this out until after my grandmother was dead. So, and which means that my dad did not find out that his dad wasn't actually his dad until he was like 55. So this was like 10 years ago. This is the trippy part, though. So my dad got, thankfully, his real dad, this Denmark guy, is still alive. He's, you know, like 91 now, but he's still alive. So they were able to actually meet and develop a relationship. But this guy, so my actual grandfather on my dad's side, he thought that he was from Denmark. But his mom also cheated with somebody else and passed him off as, you know, being her husband's kid when he really wasn't. He's not Danish at all, he's actually Greek. So I've gone through this weird evolution where on my dad's side of the family, I thought I was Polish Jewish, and then I was Danish, and now I'm Greek. It's weird. Let's just put it that way. Thankfully, my mom's side of the family is totally consistent. It's been, you know, English, German, and nobody's fucking around or doing shady shit, so now you're a YouTubian. Yes, I'm YouTubian. That's more fun. Okay, let's do fight time. So I've always had like a really, but you can, like, just by having gone through that, you can see like why I've had some really, I have a very weird relationship with ethnicity and identity and stuff, because, you know, either like I've been denied being able to claim what I thought I was, and then I wasn't what I was, so ultimately where I've ended up is I don't actually put a lot of stock in ethnic or religious identity whatsoever, because I don't really have one. I'm just me, really. Oh, this person wants Yuki. The menu, okay. Cheating runs in the family? Yeah, unfortunately, that's, yeah, 2 generations of moms, you know, passing a kid off as having been from their husband when they actually weren't, which, for the record, I think is really fucked up. Is really fucked up. I have a very serious problem with that. Like, that's, to me, that's betrayal. Okay, forgot how horrible it was to remember the hand signs meant with the music playing. It was like brain rot. By now, yeah, that's towel. I mean, some of them are kind of, you know, self-explanatory. Like, that is, you know, she's wringing a towel out with her hands, so, you know, that one makes sense, but... Oh. What is this person? Ashtray. It's like a little... Yeah, like the first few times, it is a little like, wait, what is she trying to signal? But like by now, we've done this enough times that, see, like hands open, like, you know, like to hold up a menu or something, so... Oh. That's Ash again. Yeah, the lady's glass is like the little glass, and then it's... I've had to figure it out over time. Oh, nice. Got it to extend. Alright, fire it up. We need the money, lots and lots of money. Like an actual manager, it gets easier as you understand your employees more. Indeed, indeed. So we've done this enough times that, you know, the hand signals are pretty much just like, yep, I've seen this before. Alright. Excellent. Alright. Looks like Yuki's the right person for this mega rich dude. Alright. Excellent.
お待ちしておりました。
面白い
Trying
ね
to get
君
the new person, Hibiki,
いらっしゃいま
to
せ
get as much experience as she can, so. Oh, they're looking for Saki specifically.
楽しみま
Neat.
しょう。
はい行くなよ君
今日は最高やな。
Doesn't I die for Yuki in a not parasocial way? Yuki is I do really like Yuki. She's fun. And silly. And quirky.
ありがとうございます。
盛り上がってきたわ
こちらにな
Oh,
ります
I meant to do send off, but oh well.
ようこそ参加どうぞこちらへ
Alright, what's this person looking for? Menu.
メニューになります
Hi, Yurie. Congrats getting the YouTube stuff squared away. Indeed! How are you
いい
doing?
な。
Alright, who we... Here we
い
go.
らっしゃい。
美人だ
Alright,
な
once they're sitting down and comfy, we'll shoot off
いら
the...
っしゃい
There we go. Let's roll in the money. Lots and lots of money. Hooray for money. There we
よ
go.
うこそ
か
参
わ
加
いいな
Better for you asking?
おおきにね
Awesome.
おおきにね。お願いします。
盛り上がってきちゃったよ
ありがとうございましたいらっしゃいませ
どうもどうも
どうぞこちらへ
ありがとうございます。
かわいい
Any... Okay,
盛り上
excellent.
がりましょう。
かわいいな
今日は最高や
最
な。
高だよ
おおきにね。
What are you looking for? Glass.
レディースグラ
頼り
スで
にしてます。
いらっしゃいませ
ありがとうご
どうぞ
ざいます。
Oh, not quite ready. There we go. Oh, they're looking for Yuki, and Yuki just finished with someone, so
ありがとうございました
she's gonna get like no rest time. But
かわいいよ
the mega rich get what they want, I guess. 'Cause,
ようこそ
you
お
know,
いいさんやないか。
素敵だよ
ありがとうございます
嬉しい。
最
あ
高だ
りがとうございます。ありがとうございます。
かわいいな
it is. It is. Oh,
最高だ
it is getting easier, thankfully. What's this? Ice.
アイス交
ありが
換いたします
とうございます。
最高だよ
ありがとうございました
ありがとうございます。
今日は最高だよ
お願いします。
盛り上がる
There we go. Oh wow. Hooray. This Venus or no, yeah, it's the Venus area that we're in. They're really rolling in the money here. Of course, Yuki, these two have made absolute, like these three basically made all the money, so earned 5,000 fans in the Venus area.
ありがとうございました。
Oh, 5,000. Oh, are we about to get challenged by the,
はい。
by that sleazy jerk? Yeah, that host wannabe. Hello, person who's gonna be our new recruit soon. I have a message. We're being challenged. At a certain point, your A team is basically just the platinum hostesses. Saki became my #1 just because she can work every shift. Yuki was #2 due to seniority. Makes sense.
うん。
She seems a little down. Is she delivering a sleazy message?
Yeah?
I hope this guy understands that if he tries to kidnap Yuki, we're gonna kill him. And like, not in a you know, a quick way either. We're gonna do like, you know, cement shoes or, you know, fucking, you know, that crazy torture thing that they did in Higurashi, or we're gonna do something crazy, okay? You know, you do not mess with the Yuki. You do not mess with any Yuki, I don't think, because either this Yuki or Yuki from Haruhi, you don't mess with any of them. because rar or something, I don't know. Slugger style is a fucked up teeth-breaking heat move. I think it's just break their guard. Yeah. Well, if he tries anything, we're definitely gonna, you know, take care of him. And not in a, you know, fun way. They torture him by making him play Yakuza Dead Souls. I've not played Yakuza Dead Souls, so... Wait, is that a bad game? What is Yakuza Dead Souls about? Is it about dead souls of the Yakuza? Is it a zombie game? She doesn't have much to contribute. Says the person who just raked in 17 mil in one session. You got plenty. Removing someone from the equation comes easily to him, huh? It comes pretty easily to me, too. Especially when they're a bad person. I've heard Dead Souls. Oh, it is a zombie game. Isn't good? Oh, unfortunate. I'm guessing that her boss is, the Kanahara guy that they're talking about, is up to some weird shit.
Hi.
I don't understand people like that. I don't know. It's funny, you know, I literally call myself crazy in my screen name, but, you know, the more I see, the less crazy I feel that I am, so... It's almost like it doesn't fit.
Hi.
You can now choose to do the battle against Club Venus. Well, this didn't take long for us to get ready for. Like, I thought we would be doing, like, it would take a few hours for us to, like, until we were ready to fight Club Venus. We started the stream an hour and 8 minutes ago. Damn. Perhaps I've underestimated our progress. Or words. Underestimated our... Uh-oh. Fetch vinegar. Wait, not vinegar again. Also, why is this screen suddenly, like, grainy? Oh, I don't like the look of this. Also, they're doing this literally right outside the door. What should it be? Lazy? No! That would be...
Hi.
Yuki has gone missing. Should not be in the staff roster until she returns. That's not good. How do we fix that? Do we just like go outside and try to find where she is, or I don't remember, so okay, that's the weird phone booth thing. That's the trainer, that's the other trainer. That's the pick I don't know where. You think you have to win against Venus? Oh. Well, damn, that's disturbing. What about Ishtar? Wait, Ishtar. Okay, in that case, we're gonna try to do the fight against Venus right away. But we'll do one round of the bronze team to, you know, let all the top people rest. And then we'll do the challenge and see how it goes. Maybe we're not strong enough to win, but, you know. Because Ishtar is linked to the planet? Oh, Venus, right. Technically so is Quetz. And so is, you know, Aphrodite, as well as the literal goddess Venus, so... okay, let's do special training with our Hibiki, who we haven't done any with yet, so let's see what this person's about.
それじゃあ
はい。
Hang on, I was looking for... What the hell?
それじゃあ
特技？そうね。弟の世話をしてるから、料理、洗濯、家事全般は得意かな。
そうか
ちょうど7歳ぐらい。もう最近やんちゃで困ってるの。なかなか言うことを聞いてくれなくて。
なるほどな。
どうすれば言うことを聞いてくれるのかな。甘やかしすぎなのかしら、私。そうなの。でも怒ったら嫌われちゃうんじゃないかって思うと少し怖くて。真島くん、そうね。私勇気を出して叱ってみる。真島くんももし私が仕事で何か良くないことをしたらきちんと叱ってちょうだいね。
あ
あ。
それじゃあ
趣味？そうね。私今まで運動はあまりしてこなかったんだけど、最近ウォーキングを始めてみたの。
え？
ウォーキングはまあお散歩みたいなものね。私昔から病弱でお医者さんから激しい運動はしたらダメって言われてきたの。
I really did like Saber Wars too. That was a great event. It was one of the earlier events that I did because I started a couple months before Saber Wars 2 first came out. So and Space Ishtar was a major role target for me because, you know, I used her extensively in the first when, you know, it was Scotty, Castor Scotty was the big character, and then Castoria, of course. She's been kind of sitting on the shelf for a little bit, but, you know, it's because she's, you know, a general purpose looper, and I have a lot of specialists now, so she doesn't get as much use as she used to when I had a much smaller roster.
真島くん。
Space Ishtar was probably your first arts looper Omni Farmer ever, MP1. Yeah, exactly. She was my big who are the characters I relied on early on? I didn't really get a proper looping team until about 6 months in. It took a bit because that's when I first got Caster Scotty. And I didn't get Waver or anybody else for a long time, so I didn't really have any supports. And first it was Dantes, because I got Dantes within the first month, because I got really lucky getting him. So I had Dantes and Caster Scotty. And so I was able to do that. I did a lot of Arash looping as well, so which is why Arash for me is at like Bond 12. And what kind of excuse me. And then Space Ishtar became a big deal. Once I got Castoria, that really enabled a lot of the characters. See, I had been getting characters that would be good when Castoria came out. So when Castoria came out, I had Summer Musashi, I had Ryder Da Vinci, I had Space Ishtar, and a bunch of people like that. And they were able to do, you know, most anything. So, and then later on added more people. So. 職場の上司と密かに付き合ってるっていう漫画でときめいたよ。They can also be trouble. なんだか職場恋愛って少し憧れるよね。You gotta be careful with that kind of thing because, you know, what happens if it doesn't work out? You still have to see each other every day, potentially. You know, that's troublesome. On account 1, Morgan helped me early on. Account 2, Kukulkan and Tenochtitlan. Yeah, by the time that Koyanskaya came out, you know, my arts teams were well established and very powerful. When Koyanskaya and Oberon came out, I was able to jump right into that because I also had Morgan and Melu right away. Morgan got to MP5 quick because she was very nice to me. I had a couple other good Buster Loopers as well. OG Saber, Gilgamesh, Tesla, Melu, Ereshkigal, Drake for the Riders. Casters was a weak point. Technically still is. I don't have a Buster Looping cast. Oh, wait. I have Ash as a Buster Looping caster now, but I don't use her very much because of her tendency to crash my game. 騒いだり盛り上がったりすることが苦手。大声を出すことにも少し抵抗があって。And then Morgan, of course, for Berserkers, and then Maonobu for Avengers.
なるほどな。
And then later I got Kukulkan, who basically just shreds everything. She's insane. And Tiamat as well. こういうお仕事だし。盛り上がるところはちゃんと盛り上がった方がいいわよね。私にできるかな。Yeah, we shouldn't encourage her to drink. That can get messy. I'm happy Ash does not crash your game anymore on account 2. Yeah, it would be. I mean, it would run better if I, you know, had things, you know, on my actual phone. Especially now because I upgraded my phone. I have a pretty much newer phone than before. It's an iPhone 16. I went from an iPhone 8 to an iPhone 16. And I've got that. When did I get that? Like 2-3 months ago now. I got that because I need it for VTuber tracking. Because my iPhone 8 was so old that if I tried to use it for VTuber, VTube Studio tracking, it wouldn't work. The chip in the phone is not strong enough to do that. So I got a newer phone to make sure that not only could it do it, but it could do it, you know, without like overheating the. That's why I went to 16. I wanted something that was, you know, could do it well. So. And could do it for very long periods of time without like getting too hot or, you know, anything like that. Forcing people to drink is terrible. Yeah, I definitely do not approve of that sort of thing.
お互い支え合ってか。
I mean, as somebody who does not drink and has never drank, you know,
ちょっと
the idea of,
キュ
you
ンとしちゃっ
know,
た。
being put into a forced drinking situation is like, absolutely not. Like, there's something seriously wrong with that.
うん。
Besides, it saves me a lot of money by not doing that. Same goes for, you know, other compulsive habits like, you know, smoking or anything along those lines.
お疲れ。
Hooray, we did the lesson.
はい。
I'll drink for a toast, but I don't like it. Alcohol takes yucky to me. Yeah. As I said, I wouldn't know, but I mean, part of it is because, I mean, the main reason why is because, you know, I saw there's a fair number of alcoholics in my family, in my extended family. Let's just put it that way. And so, you know, seeing them from a early age was kind of like, okay, yeah, I see what's going on here, and I don't like it. I don't want anything to do with this crap. Especially because, you know, I would see that and, you know, I would see like, yeah, they would have a good time that evening. And, you know, they would, you know, they weren't mean drunks, thankfully. None of the people that were in my family were mean drunks. They're silly. You know, they're very silly. They're not the type to rage and, you know, do things like that. They're the type that would, like, you know, jump into a golf cart and drive around in circles in the snow at 3 in the morning. You know, stuff like that. That is something that actually happened, by the way. But then, of course, you know, so that's amusing. But then, you know, you'd see the following morning, and you'd see like, oh, well, here we are, and everybody's throwing up and is sick, and it's like, you know, this doesn't appeal to me, like, at all. So, you know, by the time I saw enough of that growing up that it was like, you know, you know, I just had absolutely no interest in that sort of thing by the time that I became old enough to legally do it, so I never did, never have.
こちらになります。盛り上がってきた。お願いします。ようこそ先生、どうぞこちらへ。
What is this ice?
アイス交換いたします。
さんありがとうな。
ご延長はいかがでしょう。延長お願い。Yay, extension.
やったー。嬉しい。盛り上がりましょう。ピンとこないな。
There we go.
ありがとうございます。
A lot of functional alcoholics made over $100 for kegging family gathering one time. Damn.
盛り上がるね。
Yeah, I mean,
ありがとうございます。
it wasn't like,
ありがとうございました。
the ones that I knew weren't like really bad about it. They like, usually you'd only see that kind of thing like during holidays and stuff. Because thankfully my parents kept me away from the bad drunks in the family, like the ones that actually would be a problem to be around.
ありがとうございました。
You know, the only ones that I actually, you know, spent time around were the ones that would be silly. You know, not the ones that would, like, you know, get crazy or like break stuff or something. I didn't go anywhere near those relatives, thankfully.
ありがとうございます。
Very happy about that for many reasons, of
ようこそ
course.
ありがとうございました。
お願いします。
ご延長はいかがでしょう。
This guy's a
こちらにな
dick,
ります。
but get him out of here.
ありがとうございます。
Alright, that's taken care of.
嬉しいです。いらっしゃいませ。
ようこそサンシャイン。ごゆっくりどうぞ。
盛り上がってきた。
Nobody.
お待たせし
ようこ
ま
そサンシャイン。ごゆっくりどうぞ。
お願いします。
Nobody.
よろしくお願いし
いらっしゃいま
ます。
せ。ごゆっくりどうぞ。
Gosh.
こちらになり
助か
ます。
りました。
Drunk diving, especially dangerous in the snow. Yeah, the incident I was referring to earlier was like a New Year's incident where
レディースグラス。
like we'd gone out to like a cabin place in
え
you know, so it was snowing out and
サービスいたしますので。
you know they ended up getting we were at like
ありがとうございます。
the house of like
盛り上がる
my
ね。
uncle's boss basically, something like that, and he was a fairly rich guy, and you know they ended up like borrowing the guy's golf cart and drove in circles through in the
お
snow,
願いします。
which you know, yeah, it could have been very dangerous, but you know nobody got hurt, so you know
ありがとうご
it's
ざい
just
ま
a
す。
silly story now. So
ありがとうございます。
フィーバーするで。
here we go.
やったー。
ようこそ
嬉しいわ。
まだ
どうぞ。
来たで。
嬉しい。めっちゃ嬉しい。サンシャイン嬉しいわ。嬉しい。
盛り上がるね。
最高
やった
や。
ー。お願いします。嬉しい。
ありがとうございます。
嬉しいです。
ようこそサンシャイン。
I have a
ごゆっくりどうぞ。
problem customer.
お願いします。お願いします。
Sounds like the start of a regular show episode. Regular show?
お待ち
I
してます。嬉しいわ。
I don't know what you're referring to there.
レディースグラス
助か。りました。
ありがとうございました。
Oh shit. Oh,
やった
too
ー。
late.
ようこそサンシャイン。
どうもどうも
どうぞこちらへ。
かわいい。
お待たせ
いらっしゃい。
また来ち
どうぞこちら
ゃったよ。
いらっしゃいませ。
面白いね君。
いらっしゃいませ。
めっちゃタイプよ。
盛り上がっていきましょう。
よろしく。
盛り上がりましょうか。
とこないな。楽しいよ。
ご延長ありがとうございまし
Nope.
た。
Oh well. You don't know regular show? No, I don't know a lot of things. I'm dumb, remember?
どうぞこちら
And
へ。
because the world is so large that it's impossible to know everything.
ありがとうございます。ご延長はいかがでしょう。ありがとうございます。フィーバーするで。ようこそサンシャイン。
また
どうぞ
来た
こちらへ。
で。
よろしくお願いします。嬉しいです。ありがとうございます。嬉しいです。
There we
い
go.
らっしゃいませ。めっちゃ
かわいい
嬉しい。
な。
ありがとうございます。
Almost done with this set.
ご延長はいかがでしょう。こちらになります。
Beep beep. Despite being a zombie from before Rome, well, I can't keep track of everything. Like, you know, it's like there's not enough time to mess with everything. Hooray, we made some more fans. All right. Okay, I'm gonna say the popular show from the 2010s. There you go, right there. There's your problem. I wasn't watching TV in the 2010s. I stopped watching TV regularly in like the mid 2000s. And by the time of the mid 2000s, the only way you could get me to watch TV is if it was for a very, very specific show. And it had to have been vetted and like, you know, like I'd had to have been told about, like, you know, from friends that, oh yeah, this is definitely worth watching. So if it didn't, you know, the number of shows that get through that barrier is pretty thin. Okay. I'm actually gonna be right back for a second. I need to get some... I'm gonna get a bottle of water, so I will be back in a moment. I have returned. Sorry about that. Okay. So training, Hibiki, customer number 2. Yeah, the only popular shows I watch from 2010s would be like Game of Thrones, Breaking Bad, Better Call Saul. That's pretty much it. And I guess Peaky Blinders towards the end, but the number of shows that I watch is very, very small. And, you know, it should probably come as a little surprise that all of those shows I mentioned, I mean, well, those are live action TV. I wasn't including anime. Anime is, you know, something else. And even then, you know, number of anime I watch is actually fairly small. So
好きな男の人の条件？そうね。私、仕事一筋って感じの男の人が好き。
ほう。
その代わり、料理や洗濯、掃除とかは全部私がやりたいの。
なるほどな。
it's very traditional. I wonder how often you see that these days.
ありがとう。そうよね。古臭いって言われるかと思ってたんだけど、嬉しいわ。
Anime, do you mean like, but not anime? So like what, some like Family Guy or South Park or something? Yeah. I've seen bits and pieces, but no, those never really been my thing, so. The so-called work-life balance, yeah.
そうね。確かに家庭と仕事の両立もいいと思うけど、やっぱり男の人は仕事に全力で燃えててほしいな。真島くんみたいに。
どうや。
誰にも話したことないんだけど、私実は声フェチなの。
A
thing for voices? What kind of voices? Or is this...
そう。私、低音で深みのある声が好きなの。
I thought she was gonna be saying like, I can do many different voices.
耳が幸せになるの。
I can do Skaven voice, yes, yes. Or, you know, some nonsense like that. Or some fucking obnoxiously fake accent.
本当？そんなこと初めて言われた。でもやっぱり声を褒められるって嬉しいわね。
Maybe I don't know. I don't know. So.
そんな日が来たら私ウハウハだわ。
I tend to be fairly insulated from a lot of popular culture stuff. Like, if you think my knowledge of shows is bad, wait till you hear my knowledge of popular music. It's basically non-existent.
So yeah.
Like, I don't know, who are like the big music people these days? Like, if you were to like ask me like, you know, what songs they have, I couldn't tell you a damn thing. Zero. I don't even know what they sound like. Though, from what I've seen of any music that's been made since like the mid-2000s or so, it pretty much all sounds the same anyway. It all sounds, you know, vaguely hip-hoppy and it's like, or poppy, and it's just like, it just kind of blends together for me. It's just like, whatever.
そうなの？
Not
自分
interested.
ではよくわからないけど。
Which one is, yeah.
どうや。
真島くんったら可愛い。男の人ってみんな甘えん坊さんなの？
For sure.
なるほど。 男の人も大変ね。そしてお家に甘える相手のいない男の人がこのお店に来るってわけね。
I knew of Ozzy, but I was never particularly a fan. Maybe just because it was outside of my domain. I just never looked, I suppose. I was sad when he died last year, but you know that was more just because, like, you know, I knew bits and pieces. Saw the Godzilla -1 trailer earlier. To be honest, I don't think -1 needed a sequel. It's pretty good on its own. A new Godzilla movie's coming out. You see how insulated I am from, or how, like, out of touch I am? The last trailer, the only trailer of anything recent that I watched was the trailer for Dune Part 3. Because that's one of the few things I actually do care about. So, and that comes out later this year. I don't think I've ever seen a Godzilla movie, now that you bring it up. I know, I sound so ignorant, I sound so dumb. I'm just like a weird, mysterious, amorphous creature who lives in a bubble, and the only things that I know about are history and video games, and some anime. I guess current events, but, you know, nobody wants to talk about those. And to be fair, I don't really want to talk about them either. So, I get enough of that crap with my dad, so... You know, it's like, you know, every conversation is something of that nature, so... Which should get an anime or movie first, Lost Belt 1 or 6? Oh, come on. You know what I'm gonna say to that. See, from a story... you know, pacing-wise, you know, if they were going to do animes of the Lost Belts, I would prefer if they did all of them. And so, starting with Lost Belt 1 would make sense from that perspective. But 1, it doesn't seem like they're going to do any of them. So if they had to do any of them, I would say 6. But, you know... They haven't done a... She just did a cat voice. I mean, what was the last FGO anime thing that they did? Like, really? Like, was the Solomon movie? Like, that was a while ago. But, you know... I don't know. Hooray! We did the thing! Okay, let's go fight that club. I want Yuki back. And I want to brutalize that guy for messing with Yuki, so... No, wait, I gotta change the lineup. I'm swapping you out. I want to make sure this is, you know, I'm missing our top person, but, you know, this is as effective as we can get it without her, so. Almost went into battle. Almost went into battle with the C team, not merely the B team. Like, that could have been really bad.
What?
Okay, this guy's here now. Let's get the baseball bat and break his head open. Yeah, the second he said that is get the baseball bat out, break his head open. You know? It's like, you know, don't even say a word. Just run up, grab the baseball bat, run up, pow! Crack his head open, smash his head open the door, say, where the fuck, you know, like, I don't want to, like, actually roleplay that out because I would start yelling, and I do not wish to yell, but, like, I would go hard, like, immediately.
Huh?
Like, you know. Now, the timing is you're in my mind, I'm visualizing this guy's head splattered on that door behind him. With, you know, his brains are coating the fucking door right now. Honestly, this whole thing could have been skipped if Majima just immediately threw hands when he met the 5-star. Well, yeah, possibly, but in this particular case, like, this is kidnapping. So, you know, at this point, you know, yeah, I'd smash his head in. Or maybe, you know, I'd go, like, full, you know, Gregor Clegane style and, you know, put my thumbs in his eyes and pressure it until his fucking head explodes, you know, like what he did with Oberyn in Game of Thrones. Like something like that. Like do something crazy, you know? Anyway, I am fantasizing about violence against this NPC. So let's just move on and take care of it. Because obviously that's not gonna happen, so... And I don't know why we're doing this weird posy shit. But, you know, it is what it is. The point I was trying to make is you don't fuck with my friends. I get really upset if you do that. Oh, cool, he made one of my guests leave. Wow, he's just like full on running up the score because, you know. Seriously, like, if I wasn't gonna like immediately call the cops, after that, like, the other option would be to split his head open immediately for kidnapping one of our people. And, you know, one of our, you know, our number one, no less. Like, that's dirty behavior. And that's sinister behavior. How did they get that far? Cheating is how they did it. Fuck. Oh, nice. Made all our guests leave. They weren't doing that before, so, you know. Saki. Oh, nice, they broke it. Well, I'm not gonna get this then. They literally emptied the place out again, right as I fired off the thing, so... Yeah, at this point they're straight up cheating, so... I mean, they were cheating from the start, so...
ー社員へようこそ。
美人じゃないか。メニューになります。
頼りにしてます。
いらっしゃいませ。
楽しく行
どうぞ
こうよ。
おおきにね。お待たせしま
かわいいじゃないか。素
あり
敵だよ。
がとうございます。
どうも
ごゆっくり
あ
どうぞ。
りがとうございます。いらっしゃいませ。
かわいい
お願いします。
レディースグラス
ありがとう、真島さん。
いらっしゃい
I'm
ませ。
really
どうぞ
upset about that.
盛り上がってきたわ。
That it basically broke my.
君
盛り上がります。
フィーバーするで。
お願いします。
レディースグラス
真島さん、ありがとう。わーい。おきにね。
盛り上がってきちゃったよ。
こちら
あ
になります。
りがとう。
かわ
お
いいね。
ご延長はいかがでしょう
延
か。
長や。
ご延長ありがとうございます。
Money, money, money.
ご延長はいかがでしょう。
延長で頼む。
ご延長あ
Lots
りが
of
とうございます。
money.
かわいい
ありがとう
な。
ございます。嬉しい。
かわいいね。
フィーバーするで。
ありがとうございます。
Yeah, my only goal here is to, turn it around at the end,
お
so.
きにね。
君
ありがとうございます。ありがとう
Good
ござい
night.
ます。
Good luck finishing Cabaret Quest. Okay, Doki, thank you for popping in. Have a good night.
ありがとうございます。
By the way, if what I said earlier is disturbing, I am very sorry about that. Nobody said anything, of course, but,
最
I just like,
ありがとうございます。
the guy is just really disturbing, honestly, and,
めっちゃ嬉しい。ようこそお願いします。
よろしく。
お願いします。
ありがとうございます。
ほんまありがとう。嬉しい。
ありがとうございます。いらっしゃいませ。
また来ち
どうぞ
ゃったよ。
嬉しい。
I feel like either, like, we're gonna get crushed or we're gonna manage to win this at the very end. It's...
フィーバーするで。
I guess we're about to find out, so...
ありがとうございます。
今日は最高だ。盛り上がってきちゃったよ。
Oh.
俺の勝ちや。
Yay! Even cheating, they still lose. Okay. Now where's his skull? Assuming it's not splattered all over the door, like I hoped, so... I would prefer that. That's fine, you'd probably need to do a lot more to disturb me. Remember those words when we play RimWorld.
ありがとうございました。
Remember those words because, I mean, if you've played that game, then, then you know what can potentially happen there.
あ
No! I'm a loser with stupid hair! Can I please bash his head in now? Cannibalism, skinning people for clothes? Yeah, those are things. You've definitely played the game before if you mention those. He's gonna turn on her right now.
あ
Yep.
あ
Can I please bash his head in now? Seriously, Majima, I feel like, is being really, really restrained. Because he's nuts. He's crazy. I mean, we've only seen, like, bits and pieces of it, but, he's got crazy in him.
あ
Is it as crazy as Stellaris for what you can do in RimWorld? It's very comparable. Yes. It's very comparable to Stellaris, but on a much smaller scale, so...
Huh?
Can I please smash his head in? Oh, he wants to fight. Excellent.
Huh?
Come on. I've seen some disturbing shit for as long as I can remember. I think I handle it. That's kind of sad. Having said that, I mean, all right. All right. I have absolutely no intention of fighting this asshole fair. Come on, where's the heat? I don't have any heat. Whatever, I'll just keep slashing him. So anyway, I started slashing. I'm glad the game's letting me beat the shit out of him, though. I mean, I figured the game understood that if it was going to make a character as vile as this guy has been so far, that giving us an opportunity to beat the crap out of him is definitely well warranted. Get up, asshole. Oh, come on, it broke my... What the hell? How did he knock me out? Knock me down, I should say. He didn't even hit me that hard. Civil War? Which Civil War? Just didn't want those, unfortunately. Get up. Stop. Damn it, I just want to crack his head open with the bat. There we go. Fine. He won't do it that way. I was going to do the finisher move, but he's not cooperating. El Salvador, the one... damn. Yeah, I'm stomping on his stomach right now.
Eh?
Yeah, please make those arrangements, actually. And he runs like a bitch. Hello, fancy suit man. The guy wearing yellow is coward at heart. Fitting. Yeah. Alright, villain did his monologue. He can leave now. And we have a new recruit! Yay! Hello, would you like to join me? Your ex-boss was a shithead.
Ah.
That's right. Yeah. Rose and the owner are a pretty weird bunch. Yeah. We are very weird people. But, you know, weirdness is good. I mean, that's why you guys are hanging out watching me, after all. You appreciate weirdness.
Ah.
Yay! We have a new recruit! Weird together, perhaps? Yeah. But weirdness is good. We like weirdness around here. Now, where the hell is Yuki? No, not all's well that ends well. Where the hell is Yuki? They forgot about Yuki, didn't they? Yes, yes we are. Oh my god. Okay, they're playing that for humor, but she got fucking... Oh, she's right up there. Yuki has returned safely. Blocks have been unlocked for the slugger style, and we got 1 billion more in cash. Club Moon is the only one left.
Hi.
You can now take on Club Moon, progress through the story and Cabaret by increasing the number of fans in each area, gain more fans in the Club Moon area by running your club and partnering up with businesses. How are you doing, person who was kidnapped? Oh, I guess you got nothing. But we're gonna go talk to... Yep, we're up against Tight Moon. Upgrade the interior. We're gonna... Yeah, we're at Strawberry, so we're gonna do Sunshine. We're entering... We're swapping to our final form. Mwahahahahaha. Hooray! We are now in our final form. We have become so powerful. Okay, we're gonna save the game real quick. No chocolate? Oh, we did chocolate before. Honestly, it really wasn't very chocolatey. Just as that strawberry one. Okay, that was more strawberry, but... Alright, continue we go. They have Arcueid as a hostess? Oh, I wish. That would be funny. That would be very funny. Okay, last on duty. Let's boop, 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 boop. Okay. Platinum's kind of own this right now, so I'm gonna bring her in so that she can get some XP. 28, 23, 8, 28, 3, 25. The lowest. It would be very... Clearly we should like find somebody who knows how to like do mods or something, and so we can like do a mod that like changes all these characters into like Type Moon characters or something. I don't know. All right, let's see what the next training is. Darts. Uh-oh. No, they have Saber as hostess. You ever see that OVA? Yeah, or are you talking about Grand Carnival? You are talking about Grand Carnival. Well, there was the one where she was the hostess, or she was like serving in the restaurant, and then Gilgamesh showed up, and then she turned into Saber Alter. And then there's the other one, which was more Jalter focused, but she was there as well. Honestly, there might be a mod that turns them into the Sailor Scouts. There probably is. Hey, I got to peace out for the night. Thanks for the stream, Yurie. God bless y'all. Okie dokie. Thank you for popping in. Have a good night. Okay, I haven't played the darts mini game, so I don't know. Sure, what the fuck. Okay, I do know how to play darts in real life. It's been a while, but
let
me guess. Oh, it's gonna be like. Wait, what's the rules they're doing for this? Okay, it could at least like have a frickin' like. Okay, it went short of where I was aiming, but whatever. Okay. Well, I'm gonna lose this mini game. Dotted lines. Whoa, that is not where I aimed for. What the hell? Wait, why did his hand fly over there? Like, what the... Well, that's stupid. Like, why did his hand move over there? Like... What dotted lines? I don't see no dotted lines. And his hand didn't move that time, so... Whatever. Let's just get this over. Let's just move on. I don't want to do this anymore. This is stupid. If the control scheme doesn't work, then you know what's the point? So, our platform, we're on PC. The dotted lines you wish there were? Oh, so there aren't any dotted lines. You were just saying shit that saying like, oh, hey, aim for the thing that doesn't exist because it's not in the game and. Stupid. I hate this. Let's just go back to the frickin'... Let's just move on and do fighty time now, because at least this, you know... They are critical and difficult. Let's not do that just yet then. Let's do one round in this place and...
ようこそサンシャイン、どうぞこちらへ。
かわいいな。
ようこそサンシャイン。ごゆっくりどうぞ。
Yeah, I don't understand what the hell the deal was there because it's like the darts weren't going, like when I would aim it would like veer off and like not go where I was wanting it to go. It was like, I think it just needs to have like clear controls that, you know, actually make sense as opposed to whatever those were. Because if the darts aren't, if the aiming makes no, like I was aiming for the middle, the bullseye, but then it just veered off to the side. It's like, wait, what the hell? Like, okay, the hand is not gonna go to what I was aiming at. Well then, what the how do I even do it if, you know, if character does not fire dart where they're supposed to fire dart? It's you know? Rage. I am raging. I am the rage. At least this is going better. I mean, this is kind of just a freebie run, honestly, so. Nice.
こちらになります。ありがとう、真島さん。お願いします。盛り上がってきた。
メニューに。
頼りになるな。
ゲストグラス。
頼りにしてます。
盛り上がるね。
かわいいな。
Dart suit. Yeah, it is.
今日は最高やな。
ありがとうございます。
That was really dumb.
ご延長はいかがですか。
延長や。
Hooray! Extension!
ありがとうございます。
フィーバーするで。
Let's unleash the fever.
ありがとうございます。
Bring in the money. We need the money. Hooray for money.
ありがとうございます。ありがとうございました。
Money for Yurie, money for Majima, money for everyone.
ありがとうございました。いらっしゃいませ。
ありがとうございます。
ありがとうございます。
かわいいな。
ようこそサンシ
か
ャイン。
わいいじゃないか。
いらっしゃい
あり
ませ。
がとうございます。
どうぞ
お願いします。
生かしてるわ。
ありがとうございます。
盛り上がりましょう。
めっちゃタイプやわ。
お願いし
ようこ
ま
そサンシャイン。
楽しく
どうぞ
行こうよ。
By the way, you can change your character's appearances, by the way, to like have them like get different traits and whatnot. But I haven't bothered with any of that in this because I just don't
いらっしゃい
care.
ませ。
よろしく
どうぞ。
頼むよ。
Because
お願いし
you
ま
know,
す。
like you can min max this more if you really wanted to, but I
ゲ
just
ストグラ
頼
ス。
りにしてます。
I guess I like prefer the characters to look as they are rather than to like all look the same, basically.
かわいいね。
So there's a lot of variety and uniqueness with the
こちらにな
characters.
ります。
Yeah, and it's very much not necessary too. Like we're doing just fine without it, so
お願いします。
ありがとうございます。
いらっしゃいませ。
美人だな。
sash.
灰
Okay.
皿交換
頼りにしてます。
わーい。
ようこそサンシャイン。
また来
ごゆっくりどうぞ。
楽しいよ。
盛り上がりました。
かわいいな。
ご延長はいかがでしょ
延長で頼む。
う。ご延長ありが
Hooray
とうご
for
ざいます。
extension!
フィーバーするで。
Fire it up.
お願いします。
最高だよ。いいよ。
お
Towel.
しぼりで
助かりました。
ありがとうござい
Getting
ま
a
す。
little faster also makes sense with basic clothes, yeah.
ありがとうございます。ありがとうございます。お願いします。
楽しいな。
I'll go into the menu after this and like show like what the options are just for the sake of showing what they are, but otherwise, you know.
ありがとうございます。ようこそサンシャインごゆっくり。
ありがとうございます。嬉しい。お待ちしておりました。ありがとうございます。
いらっしゃい。
楽しく
ごゆっ
行こうか。
くりどうぞ。
ありがとうございます。
楽しいよ。
お待ちしてま
盛り上がるね。
嬉しい。
かわいい。
ありがとうございます。
Mega. Oh wow, a lot of money from that one.
嬉しいわ。
いらっしゃいませ。
Is there a tier above mega rich? Is it like ultra rich? Or, you know, oh shit, that person wants Yuki.
いらっしゃい。ありがとうございます。
This will work out well.
ようこそ。
Everybody's happy! Hooray! Ash.
灰皿交換
助
いたしま
かったわ。
If I remember right, there's one accessory that's an upgrade only. Everything else is plus and
す。
minus.
失礼します。
めっちゃ嬉しい。
Oh, so there is something that like makes them all straight up better.
レディースグラス。
Maybe I'll have to check it out then. We'll see. We'll see. We're gonna see after this though, so.
ありがとうございました。
嬉しい。
リバするで。
Let's get as much as we can from what time is left. Money, 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 lots of money. We're getting the
や
money.
ってきたわ。
Hooray for money.
今日は最高やな。
ありがとうございます。ありがとうございました。
15, 160, 45. Nom 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 nom. We could probably pay our employees more, honestly. Ooh, she got a ton of levels. She went from 1 to 7. Excellent.
ありがとうございました。
That was kind of just, that wasn't a, we just kind of did that as a one-off, really. Yeah, alright, let's... Okay, let's check it out. Oh, no, we have sad people. Yeah, so it's makeover. Oh, we can only do it with these few. Rich is millions, mega rich, ultra rich. So like you can like, you know, change outfits and all that. Outfits everywhere. Oh my god. Okay, there's a lot of these. Holy crap. Beep 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 beep. There's a lot of stuff. I was not paying attention in the slightest. Okay. Okay, those two will sit it out because not doing so good. Special training. Hibiki number 3. Here we go.
それじゃあ
100%. All completion runs, you have to buy everything in makeover and fuck that noise with a rusty pike. Oh my, like forever. Oh my god, that sounds awful.
それじゃあ
そうね。じゃあ、真島くん、子供は好き？
え
うん。前にも言ったけど私、年の離れた弟がいるじゃない？だから子供好きか気になって。
なるほどな。
Okay, I gotta look up the answer because, you know, I'm bad at, yeah. I don't want to mess it up. I mess up the frickin' minigame ones enough, so.
確かに子供からしたら真島くんはすっごい怖いおじさんだもんね。あー、おかしい。
おいおい。
分かってますって。でもうちの弟なら大丈夫だと思うよ。きっとちょっと怖がるくらいじゃないかな。
I don't like kids. I'm not good with them. I have the patience for them, honestly. It varies in my case.
ぜひ会ってみて。楽しみ。
It's trouble for me because I don't. It's for me. It's not a kid problem. It's a people problem. I just don't like to be around most people finally off work. Hello, Floop. Welcome back.
じゃあうちの弟と会った時、弟に何か教えるとしたら何を教える？
We are helping out our you know, doing the training with the
や
people.
っぱり女の私だけじゃ教えられないこともたくさんあるし、男同士の真島くんにいろいろ教えてほしいなと思う。
そうやな。
なるほどね。どんな内容なの？
Hola, weirdos. Yeah, I added the Castoria knife one.
真島くん、素敵。こんなパパが欲しいな。次は何を聞こうかな。
おいおい。
Don't particularly care for children. I'm glad I never was one. What do you mean you never were one?
違うわよ。聞きたいことがありすぎて悩んでるの。
I do know that, you know, I was very different.
本当です。じゃあ真島くんは年上と年下どっちが好き？まあ、なんだか嬉しいわね。なんで年上がいいの？まあ、いろいろって何？
え？
じゃあ私も年上だから真島くんにいろいろ教えちゃおうかな。
Don't put me in charge of a child. I will teach it swears to teach you a lesson. Oh my god.
じゃあもう一つ。
え？
真島くんのそういうの傍から見てるとさっぱりわからないから、やっぱり元気で明るいとか？じゃああんまり元気じゃなくてちょっとおっとりした子も好き？
そうやな。
やだ、何言ってるの真島くん。もう意地悪。でもちょっと安心。
え？
Sound like a perfect baby.
別に何も言ってないわよ。
疲れ。
Hooray! We did the thing! And got her some XP. Okay, okay. Yeah, the cast is already set up, so... Oh, wait. No. No. I was supposed to activate that. I canceled out because I'm dumb. I am dumb. Okay. We are going to charge, and we're going to charge into the lion's den. Club Moon. Charge.
いらっしゃいませ。お客様。
いらっしゃいま
いらっしゃいませ。
また来ち
どうぞ
ゃったよ。
こちらへ。
Alright, let's see what crazy rich lunatics they're gonna be this time.
せ。お待たせしまし
か
た。
わいいな。盛り上
お
がる
願いし
ね。
ます。
いらっしゃいませ。
楽しく
ごゆっ
行こうよ
くりどうぞ。
最高だよ。
That club does not have arcweed. I know it doesn't, but you know. Okay, Yuki's the only
よ
option.
ろしくお願いします。
Using
だよ
neither of my
君。
brothers fast want to watch their kids be gone. They know they would say no and it would be awkward. I
め
mean,
っちゃ嬉しい。
楽しいよ。
I mean, I don't.
いらっしゃいませ。
また来
ごゆっ
ちゃった
くりどうぞ。
よ。
Those sorts of things aren't gonna happen. So
サンシャイン
ほんまありがとう。
ありがとうございます。
it's a mega rich. When are we gonna get like ultra rich or whatever the hell is beyond
ま
the
た来ちゃった
mega?
よ。
I don't
ほん
know.
まありがとう。
So what do you want? Sake. All
楽
right,
しみ
cool.
ましょう。
美人じゃないか。
お願いします。
ご延長はいかがでしょう。
延長で頼む。
Hooray!
ありがとうございます
Extension.
めっちゃ嬉しい。
盛り上がってきちゃったよ。素敵だよ。
お願いしま
あ
す。
りがとうございます。
What you looking for? Menu.
メニューにな
真
りま
島さん素敵です。
す。いらっしゃいませ。
おー
ごゆっくりどうぞ。
か
お願いし
わいいよ。
ます。
嬉しいです。
What you looking for? Glass.
レディースグラスです。
頼りになるな。
Excellent.
しゃい。
美人
お
だな。
願いします。嬉しいです。
I'm actually getting this guy out of here
ありがとうございます。
because he has average wealth. He's not rich enough anymore. We want the rich people. We want their money. Blah, ha, 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 ha.
今日は最高だ。
Or something, you know.
ようこそ。
楽しく
どうぞ。
行こうよ。
What you looking for? Ash.
灰皿交換
助かっ
いたします。
たわ。
Oh, somebody's looking for
お願いし
Yuki.
ます。
素敵だよ。
メ
Menu.
ニューにな
助かり
ります。
ました。お願いします。
Yeah, this one's about to finish, so.
ありがとうございます。
And then Yuki can switch to the next one, so.
お待ちしてました。
The
かわいいじゃ
Ultra
ないか。
Lux establishment? Yeah,
いいですね。
pretty much.
ありがとうござい
Oh,
ます。
I fired it too early.
盛り上がってき
Oh
ち
well.
ゃったよ。楽しく行こうよ。
ありがとうございます。ありがとうね。
Though you mentioned the Ultra Lux, and you know that's you know
きにね。大きにね。
that's you know.
ありがとうございました。
I mean, they eat people there.
嬉しいな。
ビーバーする
Okay, fire that off, and so Yeah, they eat people there. That's, I mean, it looks fancy, but you know, they're actually, you know, degenerate because they eat people.
タイプだよ君。
お願いします
Okay.
ありがとうございます。
素敵だよ。盛り上がってきちゃったよ。
めっちゃ嬉しい。
かわいい。
いらっしゃい。
また来
Money,
た
money,
ね。
money. Look at all the money.
お願いします
よろしくお願いし
か
ます
わいいな。
What you looking for, Ash?
こ
Okay.
ちらになります。
助かりました
素敵だよ。
こちらになりま
More
す。
fans for word of mouth bonus.
盛り上がってきちゃったよ。
You like cannibalism around here? No, no, we do not. Unless it is the
お願い
brains.
します
Speaking of brains and Floop, you might be able to speak on this. How screwed up
いらっしゃい
would Rimworld
お願い
be
します
with me in charge?
ご延長はいかがですか。
I mean, I guess
ご
it
延長ありが
depends.
とうござい
No,
ます。
I mean because you know, maybe people would like to see different things. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. It could be very different.
ありがとうございました。
Who knows? You're gonna get banned? What would I get banned for? Also, does YouTube ban people? I mean,
ようこそ
お願いします
美人じゃないか。
ありがとうご
I
ざい
know
ました。
Twitch bans people, but does you? I mean, I guess YouTube would ban people too, but
めっちゃ
I
嬉しい
mean, you'd have to do something really crazy, wouldn't you? Like,
ありがとうございました。
I can't say in here, or your account will be banned.
お願いします
See,
はい、
You
ど
know,
うぞ
さすが真面目さん
I know
で
we
すね
have like really annoying like language filters and stuff, but there are ways to get around those.
ありがとうございます
Oh, we finished. So you'll be able to relate to this because it's how we met, but in when I played Dead by Daylight, which, you know, don't play anymore, it has very, very strict
ありがとうございました。
chat filters. You can almost not say anything. And so what I would do to get around that is if I was really upset with somebody, I would tell them to consume a member. As in, eat a dick. So that would be... My point is, there are ways to get around chat filters if you are creative enough. And you know enough vocabulary. Okay. Time for the next round. Oh, she's sitting this one out. Cast on duty. Yep, these three are gonna go because they're all sad. But these two can come back. Yeah, I'm a cannibal. Uh-oh. Oh no, it's karaoke. No! I like consume copious quantities of coprolites. Yeah, there you go. Oh great, but it's a karaoke one. Damn it, I'm gonna be terrible at this too, but let's get it over with. Up, and Flute brought out the hammer, the bonk. Actually, since that person was so generous earlier, we actually can add many more emotes. I'll have to do it once we're done tonight, but we almost, I think we, hang on, let me check something real quick. Or on YouTube, levels, badges, emojis. Yeah, that unlocked 9 slots, actually. 9 emote slots have been unlocked, which means, and we only need 3 more for 10, which means and I only have 11 emotes set up, so almost all of them are going to be ready, so it's actually really cool. Anyway, let's get back to it. I am so screwed. I am so screwed. And of course it's gonna be weird keys for me, which, like I, J, or whatever the fuck, or wait, no, it's the arrow. No, the issue with the karaoke was the weird. Like, right now it's going. Right now it's going slow, but it's gonna.
Go! Hi! Hi! Hua! 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 Hua!
Hua?
Come on, baby! Yay!
Yay!
Aye!
Shit.
Yay! Yay! Hua! 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 かわいい顔した。Go! Go! 俺もかい。俺は
What do you mean, mistake?
ゴミのような存在や。常に怯えている。
Yay for the random. Yeah, that was pretty amazing, honestly. That totally caught me by surprise. Yeah, now it's going fast.
Can't take my heart. とても自由に。All of love. All of love. Can't take my heart. 心にもね。Everybody say, lose your love!
What is Majima doing? These reactions he's having are really like, he's just screaming. I can barely hear the hostess, but Majima, is that a me thing, or is that... No, it's Majima is weirdly loud with his reactions. Hang on, I want to make sure chat's working properly for me. Okay, I'm a bozo. What a surprise. Okay, time for me to fail. Asked when you were doing that, but I asked something. Wait, what? Okay, we are so screwed. Go there, it's speeding up like crazy again. if it wasn't, yeah. I should probably just break my damn keyboard with the way this is going, but whatever. Alright, it's over. Investor tip karaoke, send the singer to another dimension for the best experience. They'll run with it. Asked if you're okay with Tutu doing more emotes for you, or would you rather have something else to them? Did it disappear in chat? I'm seeing it now, but let's talk about that later. Like after stream and whatnot. So did that work okay, or... Oh, okay, good. Okay, at least it wasn't a total fail. Yeah, because there are questions about, like, you know, characters and, like, you know, which ones to throw in and, you know, what... There are ideas to ponder. Okay. It's fight time now. Rawr! Rawr, rawr.
Irashaimase, お客様。
いらっしゃいま
いらっしゃいませ。
楽しく行こうよ。
よろしくお願いします。
タイプだよ君。
I need a baka emote? Probably. Yeah, I have to think about, like, okay, so, well, I mean, I haven't seen the other ones, so...
嬉しいです。
What are the ones that are remaining? I know we have,
盛り上がりましょう。
美人じゃないか。
So I pulled out the Castorian knife one, and I added that.
お願いします。
And that's number 6. So we have Nobu with the gun. We have Kagetora drinking. We have Ereshkigal being embarrassed. We have Hijikata with a rage face. Hang on. What is the other one? And... Wait, that is all of them. Okay, yeah, those are the 4 remaining ones. Okay. Hang on, I gotta get that out of the way. I screwed up. No, no, no. No!
盛り上がりましょう。
かわいいな。
お願いします。
素敵だよ。
Nice.
こちらになります。
頼りにしてますからね。お願いします。
ご延長はいかがですか。延長で頼む。ご延長ありがとうございます。
We need more money.
盛り上がってきた。
嬉しい。
いらっしゃいませ。
どうもどうも。
ほんまありがとう。サンシャインありがとう。
絶品さんやな。
ありがとうございます。
今日は最高だ。
ご延長はいかがでしょう。ありがとうございました。
Alright, send him out.
お願いします。
レディースグラス。
ありがとう。
素敵だよ。
いらっしゃいませ。どうぞこちらへ。
ようこそ。
めっちゃ
面
嬉しい。
白いね。君盛り上がるね。
かわいいよ。
お願いします。
盛り上がってきちゃったよ。
ご延長はありがとうござい
Oh,
ました。
damn.
お願いし
ありがとうございます。
Hang on, I'm testing, making sure that chat is updating because okay.
ようこそまたごゆっくりと。
ありがとうございます。嬉しいな。
いらっしゃいませ。
ピチピチやな。
お願いしま
Guest
ゲストグラス
す頼りになるな
Damn it. Why do I smell barbecue sauce all of a sudden? I don't understand. One, there's no barbecue sauce in this room. Two, there's no barbecue sauce in the next room
ようこ
over.
そサンシャイン
And there's probably not in the one after that either. So why the hell do I smell it? Why? This makes no sense. Nothing makes sense. Guest class.
こちらになります
助かりました。
お願いします。
My nose is weird. My nose is really, 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 really weird
Hi,
sometimes.
ありがとうございます。
ビバする
Fire it
で。
up.
かわいいな。
ありがとうございます
ありがとうございます。
おおきにね。
わ
ようこそサン
ま
シャインどうぞこちらに
最高や。
お願いします
Oh shit. Okay.
お待ちしてました。
ありがとうございました
楽しみましょう
おおきにね。
かな。
盛り上がってきた。
お願いします。
ありがとうございました
ようこそサンシ
か
ャイン。
わいいじゃないか。
どうぞ
行こうよ。
ようこそ
かわいいやないか。
素敵だよ。君盛り上がってきた。
ようこそサンシャインへ。
バイクだよ
かわいい
君。
ね。
ありがとうございます
嬉しいです。
生かしてるわ。
お願いしま
Class.
レディースグラス
わかりました。
嬉しい
い
な
らっしゃいませ
楽しく
ごゆっ
行こうか
くりどうぞ
ありがとうございます。お待ちしておりました。
はいはい。
嬉しいです。ありがとうご
盛り
ざいます。
上がってきたわ。
お願いし
We
ます
must
ようこそ
bring in the
ご
money.
延長はいかがでしょうありがとうござい
Oh,
ます
damn.
ご延長はいかがでしょう
延長で頼む。
延長ありがとうございます
Yay! At least that one worked.
サンシャインへよ
わ
美人だな。
ビバするで。
The fever
ありがとうございます。
continues.
素敵だよ。
ありがとうございま
Hooray for money. Not quite as much, but you know. Oh, Sicko's max level. What is her max? Wait, what is her max level? Well, she's max level, whatever it is, so. She's 29. Is it 30 for the golds? Oop, we're S
あ
ranked
りがとうご
now.
ざいました。
Our club is S ranked. We are like the elite and stuff. 2,000 fans.
はい。ええ。
Alright, so we can investigate the last place, the Moon Club. Let's check them out. Or, they're not the last place, are they?
す。
Because remember, you know, with the real estate, we also have the real estate boss man as well.
ああ。
はーい。
We are doing espionage.
うん。
Ah! We have a fourth wheel, or well, actually a fourth wheel would be totally normal, but... Mana-chan. Hello. Are you our future recruit?
Yeah. Hi.
Yes. Yes, we are. We are espionage. Because it makes sense. Alright. Oh. She doesn't see the point of fun. This person is a schemer, and also they don't wear a shirt, which is a little weird, but, you know. Hang on. Yes. Oh, damn it. Oh, Floop, thank you so much. Thank you, thank you. My chat wasn't updating. Time customer complaint from best part of our day money. Thank you so much. Said he needed 3 more, so... I don't think... Yeah, my chat wasn't updating. Both of my... So here's the thing. I have frickin' OBS with its chat, and now I also have the Google YouTube Studios streaming thing. I have 2 chats on my second monitor, and neither of them were updating. What the... It's, why do things break so easily? I don't get it. I don't get it. But thank you so much. Okay, looks like those 2 are... are sitting this one out. We're gonna sub her out because she's max level. Special training! Hibiki number 4.
それじゃあ
Yeah, I don't know why it does that. It's like it just like it's like I scroll. So you know how sometimes like when you like scroll through chats and maybe you like scroll to a specific point, but then it stops up, or it's like you scroll to a specific message and then it just doesn't keep showing the messages after it or something because the scroller thinks it wants that you're looking for that specific message. I think that's what's going on, but it's not. It's hard for me to tell because there's no scroller wheel unless I like explicitly hover over it, which means I have to tab out. And it just happened again. No, why is it so stupid?
昼間は弟の
It
世話
happens
や
on Twitch
家
as
事があるか
well.
ら、
Mm.
働くとしたら弟も寝てる夜の方がいいかなと思ったの。
I am
それに
cranky.
夜のお仕事の方がお給料もいいし、親の借金の肩代わりとかしててお金が必要なの。
Blame Yurie? Why Yurie? Because, why not?
なるほどな。
心配してくれてありがとう。でも大丈夫。家族のためなら頑張れるし。弟には不自由させたくないからね。そのためなら多少のことならへっちゃらよ。
そうか。なるほどな。
そう言ってもらえると少しほっとするわ。ただ不安に思ってることがあって。そのユータが大きくなって私の仕事を知った時、ひょっとして、いやきっと私のことを軽蔑するに違いないって
I mean,
そう思うの。
it's not like she's a hooker.
え？
I mean,
やっぱりこのお仕事って社会的な偏見もまだ強いし、あんまりいいイメージがないじゃない？
I honestly
弟
wouldn't
のユ
know,
ータも
but, you
大
know.
人になって私の仕事が分かったらきっといい風に捉えてはくれないんじゃないかなと。
Which one is it? Yeah.
本当にそうかな。
Alright, it's past 1 a.m. I should get going. Are you streaming all week? Will I see you all again on the weekend?
真島君、そう
I
だ
don't know how
ね。
much longer I'll keep it up
私が
tonight,
弟を
but
信じきれてなかっ
we
た
do
のか
have
も。
the usual times during the weekend,
前向きに
so
なりそう。ありがとね。
I know I won't be streaming on Friday, but as for like maybe tomorrow, that's to be determined. I'm gonna start streaming every day from now on. No! No! I cannot do that. You and your exaggerations and your funny business and your
やっぱり父親かな。
え？
うん。私がお母さん代わりみたいになってるから、お父さん代わりになるような素敵な人が現れたらいいなって。
なるほどな。
真島くんもすごくいいパパになりそうだと思うよ。
Carson, yeah, it is very hard to get a guy to be a parent for somebody else's kid. That's a tough sell for people.
真島くん、やっぱりいいパパになると思うよ。
え？
うん。真島くんの家族で入れて嬉しいな。いつか私だけの家族になってほしいけど。
Alright, see you soon then. Have a good night. Thank you for popping in. I know it got a little lost for a bit because of the shenanigans, but you know, what else is new around here?
そういや。
そうね。テレビゲームをすることが多いかな。
Games are fun.
うん。知らない？
I mean, it's
家のテレ
probably
ビにつ
kind of
なげて
obvious since
遊べ
we're
るゲーム
literally
機。
playing one
人
right
気なんだ
now.
よ。
Yeah, this is yes, this is 88 when this game takes place, so Nintendo would be out by now. Would have been out for a couple years by now.
あら、じゃあ今
Actually,
度うちの弟と遊んであげて
crap,
よ。
now I'm gonna look this crap
私が下
up.
手だから相手として物足りないらしくて。
Right, so the Mega Drive, Nintendo, chat went crazy with the Jalter body pillow nonsense. Yeah, that oh, the Sega Genesis would have just come out, and Super Nintendo would come out a few years later in 90. Okay, so yeah, I had a Genesis. That was like my first console ever. It was a Sega Genesis because, you know, I'm old. Yeah, that body pillow crap was that was wacky. Hooray, we did the practice. Hooray, she got some XP. Hooray, we can do the next thing. It's my fault. You're the one who came up with that silly business.
いらっしゃいませ。
ようこそサンシャイン。
楽しく行こうよ。
いらっしゃい。
美人じゃないか。かわいいな。
いらっしゃいませ。
I have no proof. And then you watches an Ordeal Call 3. Chat starts talking about how Yurie owns a CL body pillow. Well, that would probably by then would sound more convincing because I would actually have CL in my Chaldea. And I do like CL, aka Blue Mash.
ようこそサ
あり
ンシャイン。
がとうござい
行こうよ。
ます。嬉しい。
Also, oh wait, what the? Look at this shit. We have two people asking for Hibiki. No, and they're both here. Crap.
サンシャインへようこそ。
Well, he's gonna be pissed.
アイス交換いたします。
I own 2 CL. Wait, what? How many body pillows do you think I don't even have 1, much less 3.
ご延長はいかがでしょう。
延長で頼む。
ご延長ありがとう
What
ござい
is
ます。
this madness?
いらっしゃいませ。
I don't even know how you come up with this
盛
stuff.
り上がってきちゃったよ。
Madness,
ようこそ
madness,
サンシャイン
madness,
面白いね
madness.
君。
ありがとうございま
フィーバーするで。
Okay, there. He may not get Hibiki, but we've made him happy because we've started the party.
ご
So
ゆっくりどうぞ。
す。お願いします。
besides Floop, you haven't looked at Tsukime, so you're not super familiar with CL, at least not yet.
盛り上がりま
We
しょ
should
バイ
fix
クだよ
that.
君。
う。お気にね。お願いし
こちら
ます。
になります。
頼りにしてます。わあ。お気にね。お気
Say
にね。
it's okay, your secret's safe with me, but we both know that's not true. Wait,
あ
what?
りがとうございます。
What?
ありがとうございます。
I don't know what to.
いらっしゃいませ。
ピンとこんわ
お願いします。
レディースグラス。
Is dozens of. I wouldn't be able to fit dozens in this room unless they were like stacked in a pile or something. Some might be NSFW. There is no NSFW stuff.
かわいい。
You are imagining things.
こちらになり
助か
ます。
りました。
You're the one with NSFW
盛り上が
collections.
ってきちゃったよ。素敵だよ。
Or
楽しい
今日は
な。
最高だ。
いらっしゃい。
素敵だよ。
お願いし
いらっしゃいま
また来ちゃったよ。
す。ご延長はいかがありがとうございました。
Damn it. Okay. Well, you're not wrong about that. Wait, you do have NSFW collections?
最高だよ。
Ah!
ありがとうございました。
Wait, that isn't Hibiki.
かわいい。
This is
盛り
Hibiki.
上がりまし
べっぴんさんやないか。
ょう。いらっしゃい。
かわいいじゃないか。
楽しいよ。
ビバするぜ。
ありがとうございます。
Ah!
最高やな。
Floop has the NSFW Cabaret Club.
盛り上がってきたわ。
You.
盛り上が
Silly.
りましょうか。
Clearly, that is it. That is definitely what it is.
こちらになります。
おおきにね。
今日は最高
ようこそ
だ。
サンシャイン
楽しく行こうよ。
盛り上がってきたわ。
楽しみましょう。
美人じゃないか。
こちらになります。
Send the expensive gifts so we get more fans.
おおきにね。
We need more fans.
いらっしゃいませ。
タイプだよ君。盛り上がってきちゃった
ありがとう
よ。
ございます。
こちらになります。ようこそサンシャインごゆっくり。
お願いしま
What you need? You need menu.
メニュー
す。
になりま
頼りになるな。
かわいい。今日は最高だ。
盛り上がりましょう。
かわええな。
素敵だよ。
Hearing that word a lot today. The kawaii. The kawaii infects our
す。ようこそサン
customers.
シャインどうぞこちらへ。
お願いします。
ご延長はいかがでしょう。
延長で頼む。
Yay,
ご延長ありがとうございます。
extension.
かわいいな。
Oh crap.
お待ちしており
美
ます。
人じゃないか。
Yeah, because this person's
か
requesting.
わいいやないか。
お願いします。
ご延長はいかがでしょう。
延長で頼む。
ご延長ありがとうござい
Hooray!
ビバするぜ。
Money, money, money. Get all the money. We need the money. Throw money everywhere. You're kawaii.
ます。こ
Kawaii.
ちらになります。
Wait, what? What is this kawaii nonsense?
お待たせ。お願いします。
今日は最高やな。
Menu.
メニューにな
真
ります。
島さんありがとう。
ありがとうございます。ありがとうございます。
今日は最高だ。
Hooray! Yeah, we gave out some gifts so that we could, Yep, 30 is the max level for gold hostesses. Okay.
ありがとうございました。
Hooray for customers. The lots of... all of the customers. Alright, let's make it happen. We're kind of on a roll, so... Is it possible we could finish the club stuff tonight? Alright, special training. Oh, the final training for Hibiki.
それじゃあ。
はい。
We are doing more training. You can't stop the stream until you do. Wait, what do you mean? I could stop it whenever I want. I could stop it right now if I wanted to. Rawr.
そうだね。でも私まだ話してないことがあるの。
I mean, I could put like.
だ
I
から
don't
今
know.
日はそれを話したいなって。
Hmm?
ひょっとして
うん。
Should I have done the stream title? Yeah. The stream title was beating Club Venus, and we did that already. So.
父親の借金なの。ギャンブルにはまってしまって、そして借金を残したまま
Her dad
行
was
方を
into
くらましちゃったんだ。
gotcha. What a that's no
母が
good.
肩代わりしてたんだけど、母も病気で最近は寝た
Oh
きりになっ
fuck,
ちゃって。
that's awful. You should not do gambling. You should not do gambling unless it's for anime waifus. And even then, you know, be careful with that sort of thing.
なるほどな。
Yuri doesn't have a problem, you have a problem. Gotcha, gotcha, gotcha.
うん。
うん。
ありがとう。でも私の家族の問題だし、私が背負うのは当たり前だと思うから。
頼むわ。
真島くん、嬉しい。この話誰に
Yeah,
もし
be
てこなかったんだけ
responsible
ど、
with gotcha.
真島くんに話し
Yeah, don't go overboard
Yeah.
ever.
病院に入院してるの。もともと私と同じで体が強くなかったんだけど、そこに心労や疲労が重なって。
Honestly, her dad sounds like a, you know, that's like what the fuck. First he gambles their money and then he runs away. It's just like, what the fuck.
でも倒れるまで私たちのために頑張ってくれた母を私はすごく尊敬してるの。母の娘でよかったなってそう思う。そうだね。借金はあるし、いろいろと辛いこともあるけど幸せだと思うよ。お店にも恵まれてるし。
Unless you win the Powerball or have a lot of money, but even then, I don't know what I would do if I won the lottery. I mean, for one, I'll never win the lottery because the lottery itself is, you know, gambling and, you know.
うん、お気遣いありがとう。
I've never bought like a ticket or any of those things, so.
そういや。
I don't win games a chance. I win games of, you know, resources.
将来の
ああ。
結婚？え、真島くんと？
Ah.
おいおい。
なんだ、びっくりした。もちろんしたい気持ちはあるけど、弟のことがあるからね。そうだ、真島くん。私にはどんな人が似合うと思う？どんな人と結婚すればいいかな？
そうやな。
なるほど。器の大きさか。そういう意味では真島くんなんかぴったりかもしれないね。
I don't know about that. Majima's kind of crazy.
もう本気にしちゃうよ。とっても楽しかった。それに
Oh yeah, we'll have a
真島
little
くんと
extra
話して
quest
いて
for her
改
afterwards
めてこ
too.
の仕事に誇りを持てるようになったよ。
え？
うん。借金を返すために泣く泣く始めた感じだったから、正直今まであまりこの仕事に誇りも愛着もなかったんだ、私。でも真島くんの情熱やお店への愛に触れるうちに、私もどんどんこのお仕事が好きになってきたみたい。昔は隠したりしてたけど、今なら胸を張って私はキャバクラで働いてるって言えるよ。
Head pats.
いえいえ、
The
こち
Ushi
らこ
head pats.
そこれからもずっとよろしくお願いね、真島くん。
I have to think about, like, you mentioned that for emotes, need one that's like a baka emote. Who is a major baka in FGO that we could use for a baka emote? And of course, somebody that hasn't already gotten an emote, so. Which unfortunately means Castoria's out, so. Ishtar's both an idiot and a tsundere. Yeah, that's one possibility. And we have Aresh already. She hasn't been added to the membership yet, but Aresh Gigal is one of them. And specifically, it's embarrassed Aresh Gigal, so. Ishtar is Rin, and Rin said Baka a lot to Shiro. Yeah, so maybe Ishtar then. What other ones might there would work? Maybe we should do white-haired Sakura for a crazy emote. You mean Dark Sakura from Heaven's Feel? Oh, that must be the little brother. Maybe. Though we do have the Castoria knife one. It's another name for it. I mean, it's just, you know, Sakura, you know. What? Ah! Just fill out an empty. What? There's a story about love. You must read all dialogue in a Philly accent and have a cheesesteak. I don't even know what the hell a Philly accent is. I've never been to Philadelphia. I've barely spent any time on the East Coast, so. You pronounce water as water. Water? What the hell? Some water. Give me some water. She wants to help, or he wants to help the big sister that we were just talking to. Well, he seems like a decent kid. It's not shaved ice, it's water ice. Creak like a stream is said like crick, and words are mitten and mitten. What? I screw around, you know, with fucking accents and all this mayhem and whatnot, but I actually can't do accents very well. Oh, bugger. Towers on the west coast was for an Alaskan cruise. You just gave an accent. I did not. Yeah. Quartz, just because you didn't know Floop when you went on that cruise doesn't mean that he won't take issue with you not taking him along or having visited, you know? It's he's silly like that. He's a very, very silly person. There's lots of silliness going on around here. This is correct. Indeed, it is correct. Just like how you spend, how you set up at your job, you put on on the television, you have a looping video of Kiara doing her MP from Fate Extra Triple C. You have it for all the people to see. Yeah, it's not just public embarrassment anymore. You're now inflicting that. You're inflicting that upon other people. Oh. Oh, and she was. Oh.
Huh?
Baka. Yeah, I am a baka. You have been caught.
Ah. Huh?
Majima is building a harem. Or a potential harem. And of course she does the cat meows. Hooray! Alright. Let's do the next fighty thing. Charge! We are going to fight and kill them. And oh, they want sake.
ようこそ。
ピチピチやな。
ようこそサンシャイン。
楽しく
ごゆっくりどう
行こうよ
ぞ。
いらっしゃいませ。
タイプだよ君。
Damn it, I'm starting to yawn a bunch.
お願いします。
Damn it! What you looking for? Towel.
おしぼりで
さすが真島さんですね。
す。いらっしゃいませ。
おー
どうぞ。
嬉しいな
ありがとうございます。
What is this nerd looking for?
盛り上がりましょう。
かわいいな。
Just got Kashin Koshi to Bon 10. Ooh, congrats!
Hi, Zara.
頼りに
Congrats!
してます。ありがとう
ようこ
ございます。
そサンシャイン。ごゆっくりどうぞ。
お願いし
か
ま
わいい。
ご延長はいかがです
延
か。
長や。
Extended,
ご延長ありがとう
bitch.
ございます。
Give me all your
す。あり
money.
がとうございます。
盛り上がりましょう。
面白いね君。
お願いし
Of
ます。
course, the Umu never ends around here.
レディースグ
頼
ラスです。
りにしてますからね。
ありがとうござい
ビーバーするで。
The fever goes
ありが
on.
とうございます。
ごゆっくり
Lots and lots of
あ
money.
りがとうございます。わ
君最高だよ。
Ah, shit.
ーい。盛り上がりましょうか。
ます。ありがとうございます。
盛り上がるね
嬉しいなありがとうございます。
こちらになります。
お願いします。
今日は
ようこそサン
最高
シャイン。ごゆっ
だね
くりどうぞ。ご延長はいかが
延
ですか。
長お願い。
ご延長ありがとうございます。
盛り上がってきたわ。
ようこそ参戦。
美人じゃないか
ありがとうございます。嬉
盛り上がるね。
しい。よろしくお願いします。
よろしくな
嬉しいな。お願いし
ビーバーするで。
ありがとうございます。ありがとうございます。
こちらになります。
We will get all of the fans. All of the
ありがとうござい
fans.
ます
ようこそサンシ
The
ャイン。
fans will be everywhere.
こちらになります。
ありがとうございます。よろしくお願いし
か
ます。
わいい。楽し
嬉しい。
いよ。
ありがとうございます。
ビーバーするで。いらっしゃいませ。
また来ちゃったよ。楽しい。
お願いします。
最高だよ。
盛り上がりましょう。
美人だな。
こちらになります。
All the gifts.
嬉しい
All
わ。
the gifts. We must get
ありが
every
とうござい
fan we
ます
can.
盛り上がってきちゃったよ。
いらっしゃいませ。
また
ごゆっく
来た
り
で。
わ
かわいいな。
楽しみましょう。
べっぴんさや
ー、めっちゃ嬉しい。ありがとうございます。嬉しい。
いらっしゃいませ。
嬉しい
どうぞ。
わ。お願いします。やった
こちらになります。
What you looking for? Glass.
ゲストグ
ー。
ラス。
田島さんありがとう。嬉しいわ。お待ちしております。ありがとうございます。
ありがとうございます。
ありがとうございます。
今日は最高だ
盛り
な。
上がってきたわ。かわいいな。
いらっしゃいませ。
楽しく行こうか。
嬉しい。嬉しいわ。お願いします。ようこそ参
かわいい
戦。
やないか。
こちらになります。
Mm.
ありがとうございます。お願いしま
That was ice.
こちら
す。
になります。
頼りにしてます。
I'm starting to slip a bit because you know I've been up for a while, so I'm starting to yawn more and you know
レディ
all
ー
of
スグラ
助か
that.
ったわ。
ありがとうございます。
盛り上がってきたわ。
ス。いらっしゃいませ。
楽しく行こうよ。
Irashaimase.
ご延長はいかがでしょう。
延長で。
ご延長ありがとうございます。
盛り上がってきたわ。
お待たせ。
Sleepy
よろし
Yurie.
く。
Yeah, I'm
ありがとう
getting
ござい
there.
最高や。かわいいな。最高や。
ビーバーするで。
Unleash the fever.
ようこそサンシャイ
Oh,
ン
so yours that makes sense. No, you do not make me sleepy.
サンシャインようこ
ああ、いいじゃないか。
最高だよ。
盛り上がってきたわ。
こちらになります。
お願いし
ありがとうございました。
ます。ありがとうございます。
I mean, I've also been awake for 16 hours now because I actually had a really weird. Yesterday was really weird for me, where I was doing stuff with a friend and I felt really sleepy and actually ended it early, and I fell asleep at what would be considered a normal time. Normally it'd be like I would have like been taking a nap and then I would have gotten up later, except when I got up later it was like the next morning. It was like I was out. So it was kind of, I actually slept for normal hours, which was really unusual
ありがとうございまし
for
た。
me. I slept for hours that would be considered normal by normie standards, basically. And that was weird. And now I hear a car alarm. Why do I hear a car alarm? I didn't do it. It's actually fairly far away. I barely hear it, so that is good news. Yeah, I mean, it's nice that I actually slept, so... Alright, we're going to... These two are sitting out. Honestly, May's not even bother bringing in the silvers anymore because we don't need them. Special training. Okay, it's time to get to know Chica, our newest recruit. Wait, you can hear the car alarm?
それじゃあ
I can barely hear the car alarm. This microphone, it's like, and my window, okay, the window is open, but there's blinds. During load screens only? Oh, and there's no other sound? Okay. Oh, it stopped. Okay, it's not going anymore. Like, it sounded like it's really far away. So...
ちょい待てや。
Alright, let's see what this person is about.
それじゃあ
よく時間を割いてるのは読書ですね。
Books.
ほう
Familiar territory.
小説が大半です。小さい頃から物語が大好きで、自分がその世界に入り込んでる想像をして楽しむんですよ。
なるほど
Some of those
な。
novels might be fun to be in, admittedly.
ミステリー、SF、歴史もの。ジャンル問わず何でも読みますけど、一番好きなのは恋愛小説ですかね。
This does not surprise me. Oh, right, mouse.
ん
そうかもしれませんね。主人公の男の人に恋しちゃったりすることもありますから。
Ah,
あと私、
fictional
現実ではろくな恋愛を
characters.
していないから小説みたいな恋に憧れてる部分もあると思います。
おいおい。
真島さん優しいんですね。少し前向きになれたかもしれません。
Yeah, that's right. She was dating that sack of shit, wasn't she? Who I'm very glad we beat the crap out of, which is the only fight we've done today, actually.
読書以外ですか？音楽を鑑賞したり、美術館に行ったり、舞台を見に行ったり。
Yeah, we bonked him. I said some pretty hardcore, like, disturbing stuff, honestly, about like I was gonna like smash his head in on the door of this place and like his brains were gonna splatter over the door or some crazy shit like
そうで
that.
すか？
Because he kidnapped
真島さんはも
Yuki.
し付き合うとした
And
ら、
it was like, you
相
know,
手の女
you
性は
don't mess
趣
with
味が合う方がいいです
you don't
か？
mess with, you know, one of our friends, you know? So I was getting ready to go like medieval on his ass, you know?
その通りだと思います。真島さんって素敵な考え方するんですね。
Yeah, he literally kidnapped one of our employees, Yuki, who's the original one, who's, you know, the quirky one that was, you know,
はい。
looking for vinegar
私、
and,
真
you
島さん
know,
と
has
一緒にい
kind
る
of
と、
a
もっ
sassy
ともっ
back
と
and
世界が
forth with
広がる気がし
Majima.
ます。
Was freaking kidnapped, and we couldn't use her for the battle against that club earlier today, so, you know.
はい。楽しみにしてますね。
Anyway, we're talking about her ex, by the way. Yeah, because she was hooked up with the guy that did all that.
はい。何でも聞いてください。
それじゃあ
Yeah, it was pretty messed up. I mean, she was fine, or Yuki was
そ
fine, but it was just like, you know, WTF, you know?
はい。私、極度の方向音痴ですぐに道に迷うことができるんですよ。
ほう。
さすが真島さん。素敵なこと言いますね。驚いた。真島さんたら顔に似合わず詩人ですね。すごいです。
そうやな。
そうですね。下ネタや下世話な話はあんまり好きじゃ
She
ないです
doesn't like
ね。
naughty things. Floop, I don't think you're gonna get along with this one very
そうや
well.
な。
私、この仕事誇りを
I'm
持ってやって
screwing
ま
with
すけ
you,
ど
of、course, but,
唯
you
一
know.
許せないのが下ネタを言うお客さんなんですよね。
The fuck is that supposed to mean? I was trying to be silly. And I think it fell flat.
そうですね。無視します。
Oh no, 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 no! Now I'm gonna get murdered. No!
なあ。
You are a pure innocent child? Yeah, and I am completely sane.
でも、そんなことできません。嫌なものは嫌です。え？
Like fish guts. Ew.
その通りですね。私、考え方が甘かったかも。下ネタも少しは我慢するように頑張ります。
お疲れ。
Hooray, we did the thing.
Hi.
Alright. Got a little XP. Okay. Business. I think this is gonna be our last round today, because I am starting to feel the weariness, so.
いらっしゃいませ。
You know, this wasn't meant to be a long stream anyway, so.
いらっしゃいませ。
また来ち
どうぞ
ゃったよ。
Oop, they're asking for Yuki specifically.
お待ちしてました。
かわいいじゃないか。
いらっしゃいませ。
楽しく行こうよ。最高だ。
お願いします。
What you looking for? Guest class.
ゲストグラス。
ありがとうございます。
嬉しいです。サンシャインへようこそ。
タイプだよ君。
ありがとうございます。
ようこそサンシャイン。
楽しく行こうか。
ごゆっくりどうぞ。
Damn.
お待ちしてま
What
し
you
た。
have to do? I mean, it's neutral, so neutral face, so.
いらっしゃいませ。
楽しく
ごゆっ
行こうよ。
くりどうぞ。
お願いします。
よろしくお願いします。
はいはい。
ご延長はいかがですか。
延長で頼む。
ご延長ありがとうございます。
素敵だよ。
ありがとうございます。
ありがとうございます。
盛り上がってきちゃったよ。
Look at all that money flying in the air.
お願いします。
今日は最高だ。
レディースグラス。
真島さんありがと
You
う。
mentioned at some point in the stream you and Kiara, there's no chance you were innocent.
お願いします。
Damn it.
お待たせしました。
ご延長はいかがでしょう。
延長で頼む。
ご延長ありがとうございます。
Extension?
フィーバーするで。
Let's get the fever
か
going.
わいいな。
ほんまありがとう。
ようこそサンシャイン。ごゆっくりどうぞ。
盛り上がってきちゃったよ。
All of the money.
かわいいな。
Oh shit, they're asking for. Okay, cool. Saki's right
か
there.
わいいやない
ほんまありがとう。
今日は最高だ。
Look at all the money.
かわいいな
The money, money,
Fever
money. Let's fever it up some more. Feel so betrayed, Quartz.
こちらになりま
Aw. But you know, the Kiara, you know,
こちらになります。
people will not forget the Kiara
ありがとう
bit.
ございます。
生かしてるわ
嬉しいな。
かわいいな
今日
めっちゃ
は
ありがとう。
どうぞ。
お願いします。
嬉しいな。
Sales quota bonus? Oh my.
こちらになります。
Okay.
サンシャインへようこそ。
美人
今日は最高や
だ
なしてるわ盛り上がってきたわ
ようこそ
But now
どうぞ。
Floop is gonna try to bonk Quartz with
こち
Muramasa.
らになります。
Great, no. Wait, that means the chat members are fighting. No!
盛り上がってきたわ
The chat members are gonna kill each other.
よろしくお願いします。
How do
お
I
願い
生
します。
かしてるわ
how do I deal with that menu?
メニュー
あ
になります。
りがとう、真島さん。
And now Quartz has pulled a knife out.
ありがとうございます。
ようこそサンシャイン。
楽しく行こうか
どうぞ。フィーバーするで。
めっちゃ嬉しい。
今日は
My
最高
chat
やな
members are murdering are gonna murder each
よろし
other.
くな
嬉しい。お願いします。
Oh, this one's
盛り
finished.
上がってきちゃったよ。
こちらになります。ようこそサンシャイン。ごゆっくり。
生かしてるわ
ありがとうございます。面白いです
盛り上がって
ね
き。たわ
Oh shit, they're
盛り上
asking
が
for
って
お願い
Yuki.
します。サンシャインへようこ
ピチピチやな
よろしくお願い
美
します。
人じゃないか。
こちらになります。
Blood for the blood god,
ありが
Umu
とう
for
ご
the
ざいま
Umu
す
god.
嬉しいな。
嬉しい
いらっしゃいま
また来
せ。ご
たで
ゆっくりどうぞ。
I yeah.
ありがとう
I
ご
mean,
ざ
it
いま
makes
す。
sense that you would say that much.
めっちゃ嬉しい。お願いしま
What you looking for? Menu.
メニューになります。
助かりました。
す。ほんまあ
Oh crap, they're asking for Yuki too. No. Crap, we're in trouble. Yuki is too desired. What if this person asks for Yuki too?
いいねいいね
At least we're
いらっしゃいませ。
楽しく行こうよ
今するで。
okay. There we go. That fixed it.
今日は最高やな。
最高だ
楽しみましょう。
今日は最高やな。盛り上がってきたわ。
こちらになります。
かわいいじゃないか
べっぴんさんやないか。生かしてるわ。
いいだよ
Money, money, money. We're getting all the
か
money.
わいいな
The very yummy money.
こちらになります。
Blood for Tenochtitlan. Blood to turn into lava for her MP.
怖えな。
Okay, that one. Oh, wow. Yuki got a ton of money. Everybody. Excellent.
ありがとうございました。
Got 1,500 more fans.
はい。
And the door opened. Oh, look, it's this Kotomi. Not Clanad Kotomi, who I really like, but this Kotomi who doesn't wear a shirt.
せや。
Just wears a jacket over, you know, not shirt. Pick us up. It's gonna be a
Yeah.
murder attempt. Wouldn't that chafe? Hmm.
いや。ええ。
Of course, for all we know, they could attack this place while Majima is gone. You know, I don't think they're dumb enough to actually try to fight Majima themselves. I mean, maybe they are dumb enough. Who knows? We'll find out in a moment. She's gonna pull out a bazooka or something. It's the Grand. We haven't been in here for quite a... It feels like we haven't been in here for weeks, honestly. Because, you know, we've been doing all this side stuff for so long. I mean, I don't think we're going to spend much more... Why are you in my other club? Uncomfortable as ever. Why do you gotta be a dickhead?
なんやて？
Right.
ええ。
Ah, yes, threats. Yeah,
うん。
yeah.
ふんふんふんふん。
Uh,
何やって
Alright, enough of this jerk. She seems alright at least. Future recruit. Meanwhile, this person is just, you know, troublesome. You know, like she is plotting murder every 5 seconds or something. I don't know, it's just like a weird, like, you know.
Hmm? Hi.
Hi.
The whole crew is here.
Hi.
Hooray! Okay, let's save the game, and then we'll wrap it up here. Because it's 11:20 p.m. We've been going for almost 4 hours, and it's an off day, so, you know, I figured that would be enough. We will continue this later, maybe tomorrow? I'll have to see how I'm doing. Yeah, well, this has been pretty fun. So I was surprised that so many of you decided to show up, even though I didn't, like, announce that this was going to happen. I mean, I hinted that I would see about doing a midweek stream just so we could claw through all this, you know, content we've been doing. Oh, wait. I gotta make sure it's saved properly. Did it? 2320, yeah, it did. Okay, so I would like to thank you all for showing up. I hope you have a pleasant rest of your evening, and I hope to see you all again later. Goodbye, everyone. Have a good night.